After whole 2 hours of not being here, I'm back. So, I'd like some bright green gloves, but there really aren't any. So right now, if I spend all my money on things, if they put a new pressure washer in, I'll have to grind it up. I don't want that. I'm just looking, and I could easily spend all my money, 250, 400. I think there is actually enough money to buy everything, but only just. Oh, and can you only? Oh, what's the best pressure washer? Is it the Prima Vista 3000?
Looks like it.
Fashion Duty. Oh no, that's pro. Oh, so there are no skins for the Pro.
Ah.
Am I missing something here? Because there's skins for the X2U, the 1500, the 3000, the 3000, and the 3000.
Uh,
Well, that seems a bit rubbish.
You're welcome.
Is that? Am I right there, Esmir?
Do what?
There's no skins for the Pro pressure washer.
Right now there is not, but they are working on it. They have said that they are working on it.
Well, I guess I'll go with the Iron Man, that one. I probably won't use the best one anyway, just for the obvious reason that I wear.
Oh yeah, for the free play, I have not been using that.
Not with this many people. Right. Right, well, we're not doing any in progress, so that's good. Oh, let's go back from career mode to it. Free play. Well, I guess we'll just play. We'll do an early one because we don't have everybody here yet.
your game's not joinable at the moment. You're not coming up on the friends list.
Try now.
There you are. Oh, this one was tedious.
That's fine. Oh, how do I customize my gun then?
There's a little corner thing on your power washer selector.
Are you serious? Wow. That's, shall we say, subtle?
I know, right? Took me forever.
Oh, you're going for a black skin. That's. I would love to do a comparison, doing a level and doing it systematically, like taking each object and being each object in turn, make sure each object done for moving on, and just sort of blasting through whatever feels cool, and then doing the systematic bit at the end. Like, I think being wholly systematic will be quicker, but I think it's less fun. But it might not actually be any quicker, because you'll spend time hunting for a little bit and bob when you could be just blasting on with something much more big percentage-wise. When was the last patch for this, out of curiosity?
Within the last month.
Sad face. The one thing I was thinking about, though, is they can't change any of the levels. Because the way the dirt texture will be stored, if you change it, you have to force them to start again. There's no, like, way to alter it and allow people to carry on with what they're doing. Just which would not be possible.
Maybe it wasn't within the last month. Holy shit. Major update December 7th.
Ah.
That was multiplayer.
Oh wow, okay. So multiplayer is very fresh then. It's stable. It's good. I mean, there's a couple of known issues with Steam where people get stuck, but overall, very very good.
Let me load this up on SteamDB and see.
Everybody clean the dinosaur.
I'll be back in a minute.
SteamDB, when was the last update?
Well, I hope today. Like, there should be a new patch available up in the cloud for their testers every single day. One would hope.
Ethos public 3 months ago. What?
That doesn't seem right. Well, maybe.
No, that doesn't.
It's possible they have a private one, of course. So they push it out to a private one no one can see. I don't know why, because Steam has support for password protected public depots. Oh man, they've got a really nice URL. 12940s.
I know, right?
I used to know Fortress Cross one. I probably would if I could think about it. 127.
I'm shocked that it's over 1 million now.
No, bear in mind every single piece of DLC increments that number. So it's not just games.
So it exploded.
Yeah, but I mean, remember, lots of games some games have a lot of DLC. I bought 2 projects within the same hour on Steam, and the number's not even slightly close. I could look them up at some point to remind me. Yeah, that's why one's called God's Mistake, because I did not mean to purchase 2 Steam slots. But I did, because their interface is so shit. My dinosaur is so clean and shiny. Restream chat really does not update very often. There we go. Yeah, I had a number of randoms join the stream today, just because I'm doing game dev. So always interesting. Sadly, tomorrow won't be so interesting, so I'll be doing network code. I've decided that should be the next thing. Let's get the networking in. The networking system I'm using has direct support for just auto-synchronization of physics objects. I've not tried it, and I want to. And then I'll see if I hate it. And I'll write my own again. I'll say it again, I'll copy-paste it out of a different game.
I mean, I say I can't program, but all of my experience has just been I look up how do I do this, and then I do that.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing I have said before is the main trick to being good at programming games is to use Google. But that becomes harder when you're writing games because less people have done it. And then when you get to networking, it's very hard to find any information whatsoever. It's genuinely the rarest of the disciplines. I mean, think of how many games you've got, and then think of how many of them aren't networked. And then even the ones that aren't networked, all the other things in the game, you would still struggle to find information about. So yeah, it's the most annoying one to get information about. But thankfully, I have done all the grunt work already. I did it for Subcity. Lots of grunt work then, so it should be relatively straightforward to get this in.
Can't be as hard as trying to do something Linux related in regards to Windows.
Well, there's a reason I don't use
Oh my
Linux.
god, there's no information except for people just repeatedly saying, I've given up.
Well, I had an issue with the shader today, and then I googled, and I found the original Twitter thread where they were so proud of the shader they'd written in an official Unity one, and I had to reply going, "The shader can't work. You haven't connected anything up. It just doesn't work. It literally does not work. Your shader, what you are shipping with Unity, does not work." And I don't know how no one has pointed out to you, this does not work. And their new particle system, I despair at what the fuck they're thinking of. I'm sure it's incredibly powerful and very performant, but I've never seen anything so non-user friendly in a long, long, long time. And it's coming from somebody who used to write assembly code for fun.
Dabbled with BASIC back in the 80s and 90s, and since then everything's just been C derived.
Yeah, well, mostly, yeah. A Visual Basic's still a wonderful, wonderful thing to write stuff in, but I think it's been retired now, hasn't it?
No idea.
If I was going to write a Windows program, like a Windows tool to do something, it was in Visual Basic. Because you don't need to do a lot of processing. It's mostly about do a thing when this form is clicked on. And Visual Basic was just so good for that stuff. The interesting thing about this game, because there's no slipping backwards, you're like, oh god, this is going to be impossible, I'll just do a bit. But because that number in the top left is just constantly going up, you're always progressing towards done. And it's amazing that you can do these big, these massive tasks, because you're just doing them piecemeal.
I tend to get lost playing this game and just sort of like go into my own little world.
Yeah. I said, I was talking about this. I'm not sure I would call this game fun. Only if you consider solitaire or jigsaw puzzles fun. I said
Yes.
But entertaining, relaxing, yeah, straightforward, distracting, sure. I'm not sure fun is the right word. Because this isn't the same fun as a roller coaster or a Ferrari or flicking the balls of a tiger. These are all different types of fun. Whereas I'm not sure what I would call this. More of a Zen-like experience than a computer game.
I suppose you get some sort of like a sense of achievement in some way.
Oh, very much. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything past Balls of a Tiger.
Yeah. Well, I mean that I've been watching the third Tiger King thing now, and it's so I'm thinking about tigers a lot.
I don't think I've watched any of the Tiger King. Is
If
it
you-
worth
No, I
watching?
haven't.
Yes. Oh my God. Just watch it. Just watch it. You have never in your life seen anything like it, and it is indescribable. It is thoroughly entertaining. It is absolutely horrific. It is wonderful and brilliant and awful all in one go. I think this, let's say the season is 3 hours. It is like watching a 3-hour car crash. I was very well behaved. And the first thing I did the moment it finished, I grabbed my phone and looked up on Wikipedia if it's true. I'm like, this cannot be true. It cannot be true. But yeah, it is.
So no spoilers then.
Well, I'll give you a spoiler, and I get the thing is about this is this doesn't even scratch the surface. The main guy in it was married twice at the same time to 2 other men who weren't gay. They were just with him for the meth and the tigers. And that's not even the beginning of the what the fuck. That's the start of the slippery
Let me
slope.
guess. They're from Florida.
They are from Florida, but that is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is a lot, isn't it?
But my point is that does not even scratch the surface of what's going on. Like when one guy doesn't have any legs from the knees downwards, and all we touch upon this is he lost them in a ziplining accident. That's it. That's all we find out.
What?
Because I know, because you're like, there are far more important and horrendous and unbelievable things going on. I genuinely cannot recommend it enough. Like you'll just sit there with your mouth open all the way through, going, "This can't be for real. This can't." But and I learned from this, there are more tigers. Actually, I think it might be Texas, not Florida. I think, but now I can't remember. I think it is actually Texas, but some of it's in Florida. But there are more tigers in captivity in Texas than in the wild. Give you the scale of the pet tiger, shall we say, industry. But yeah, genuinely, if you've got Netflix and 3 hours spare, watch Tiger King. It is indescribable. Like, nothing I could do to describe it would hammer home what it is like. And the fact that, said the lead guy is married to 2 straight blokes who are only with him for meth and the tigers it's not even scratching the surface. I guess the next thing for television is the Snowpiercer season 3 is airing. Been very good so far. And the next thing I guess is Obi-Wan in May.
So I'll probably not see that one until November.
Why not?
The given pace of how I've been watching things lately,
Oh man,
it is not dependent upon me.
Boba Fett is brilliant. Right, Boba Fett. First 5 episodes very good. Episodes 6 and 7, I think they may have had a small writing crisis, and it suddenly got a lot better.
I'm back. Sorry, I had a visitor. I heard something about Snowpiercer.
Season 3 is currently airing. It's very good.
Yeah, I got into like the first episode of season 3, and it was like, I don't remember what's happening here. Why and what is going on?
I'm sure there's
They
a recap.
finally brought season 5 of Rick and Morty to HBO.
We don't get HBO in the UK, do we?
No, annoyingly not.
Not yet.
No, which is annoying because they all Warner Brothers stuff's on HBO, isn't it?
Yep.
That alone would make it worthwhile.
Warner Brothers, Adult Swim, all that stuff.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, the new Game of Thrones show is airing this year, which would be very interesting to see what happens with that.
And there goes your copyright strike.
That's not how copyright works.
Sadly, YouTube disagrees.
That's not how content matching works. If I could use something that was a pretty damn good facsimile, sure, but no.
Did you watch that Air Proud 95 video where they just really horribly hummed Danger Zone and got a copyright strike?
I suspect that was possibly done for the lols. I say that's just not how content matching works. It's very clunky, and if I could whistle and get a song content match, that means there would be services where you could just sing a song or hum a song, and it would tell you what there is. But there is no such service.
Yeah, there is.
No.
Oh my God, there is. It's been out for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking of Shazam, and that's not how
It
it
was
works.
part of Cortana.
You mean Shazam?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how Shazam works.
No, not Shazam. Like the Cortana. Like you can say to Cortana, "What is this song? What are these lyrics from?" And,
No,
and
lyrics
what
is
this
different.
tune?
Lyrics is different. That's text matching. You can't hum
And-
or whistle.
No, there was a button in Windows Phone where you push a button and it listens, and
Yeah.
you can either hum or maybe it's in the background, and she'll tell you what's playing.
Right, okay, but you're telling me that Microsoft have this tech and Shazam never bothered to roll it in.
Yes,
The Premiere audio matching system never
because
bothered.
everybody hated Cortana so much they canned her.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Just outright. No matter all the good stuff that she could do, they just did a broad stroke cancellation
Yeah,
and just fucked everything.
But if that tech existed, and I will reiterate again, it doesn't, then Shazam would have it. And Shazam does not have it. And Shazam is the content matching system. If YouTube could do that, if Google could do that, they absolutely would, but there isn't. Mr. TNT, obviously it's very different with a piano. Like, that's not the same at all. Because then you are playing a piece of piano music with a piano, and if it's close enough, you'll get a content match. But it needs to be pretty damned close. Me humming or imitating a guitar will absolutely not do it. I could do the Peter Dinklage version of the song. Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
What? Not the South Park rendition?
I don't remember that. I've seen the episode. That's one about dragons, and
Floppy penises.
that's the one.
Flaccid.
Sorry. Well, what?
They were making fun of the fact that in the first part of the show, anytime that a penis was shown, it was always flaccid.
Well, there are reasons for that on American television, because an erect penis is pornography.
Exactly.
Well, that killed the stream chat. Bear in mind, content matching is very, very, very good now, to the point where I get content matches for stuff I've played very, very quietly in the background and talked all over. It is really good tech. 'Cause obviously, that's how YouTube make nearly all their money, is that sort of shit. Okay, I've been like people from Dragon Force, one of the guitarists, got a strike on Twitch because he was playing Through the Fire and the Flames, and obviously. The people are going to go, Lord, well, will he get caught? I'm like, of course he got caught. He doesn't know it's him. Dirty, dirty children's playground.
There was one recently as well. Maluka from. She done the Skyrim song. I can't think of the name of it now. Everybody got hit. She had the original song and she put it open for everybody to use. But one guy had a content matching service on, like, he's videos and shit. And it's pinged up that he owned it, and she's had to spend the last 6 weeks trying to sort it all out with everybody's
Yep.
videos.
Yeah, we can have issues with that. So Ariane put Mark TDK put Full of Photograph Music on a publisher who promptly content matched it, so he's getting in trouble, and apparently it's a huge pain in the arse to get them to take it off, because that's what they want. Playing music. Video games very rarely put content match on their music for really obvious reasons. Nintendo do, because you can't stream Nintendo games. Not without permission. If they catch you, they'll DMCA you. Nintendo do not like you doing that because of spoilers, apparently, is their argument. Gotta love. Oh, you spoiled Mario Party for me.
Bullshit.
Of course it's bullshit. They don't want people watching games because it's free. And more importantly, Nintendo don't get any of the money. They'll leave your videos up. They'll just take all the revenue.
Wow.
Nintendo are not a nice company. They are one of the...
No, they are not.
I mean, the thing is, they just do franchises people love. They can get away with it. So, you know, they are the original people who took a game with 101 monsters in it, split it into 2 games, each with 100 monsters in it and only one different, and sold it as 2 different cartridges. Want to collect them all? Buy 2 copies of the game.
That was the original Pokemon game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then quite a lot since, because they realised they can sell not sort of the same game, quite literally the same game with 1 character difference twice.
Wait. Okay, so I know nothing about Pokemon. I'm completely alien to this whole thing. Let me try and poke a guess. Was it red and blue?
I think it was red and blue. And then there's black and white, and yeah.
I don't know anything about Pokemon except people always talking about red and blue, and I'm just like, I don't know what that is.
No, green and red. Green and red.
Ah, gotcha.
Great. So, yeah, in Pokemon, there are 101 Pokemons. And in Pokemon Red, there are 100, and in Pokemon Green, there are 100, and there is only one difference. If you want them all, you can technically find somebody else with a Game Boy and a link cable and the other unique Pokemon and trade it with them. Or, in practice, you would buy 2 copies of the game.
That's just...
But yeah, bear in mind, I write computer games for a living. Nothing, nowhere gives you the right to stream my game. Absolutely no part of law says that you can reproduce my game without my permission on YouTube and make money from it. Absolutely not. Now, I do specifically give permission, because obviously I want people to, but people got very, very angry about this. But I'm like, you are literally pirating games at this point. You might as well just say, oh, I'm just going to watch a film. You can all watch me watch the film and I put the film up in the corner. Like, absolutely fucking not. So Nintendo are 100% within their rights to do it. Most manufacturers, they don't care, for the fairly obvious reason that more people are likely to buy it the more people see it. But
Well, yeah, I mean, the day that God of War came out on PC, I'd watched 2 streamers play it. I went and bought it. I know that it's got bad reviews in that, but it's like that when it's played.
But yeah, sorry, Kixie148 says what? I'm going to need a little bit more context in a single word with no punctuation, I'm afraid. Are you arguing that you do have the right to stream computer games? Because I assure you, you do not. The publisher says, no, you don't. You cannot go, actually, I can, and there's nothing you can do. Because there is, and they will. If they are so inclined, which Nintendo are, nobody else gives a shit. Or are you like, what are you playing? In which case, I also understand anybody saying that.
Like, this is pretty much madness sitting there playing this.
Hey, Max.
Apparently we've missed one of these bridges.
We
haven't. It's done. And the last one is the stools.
Yep, stools done. Woohoo! We are the best. We clean the stuff. Did I play something else beside washing parks? I've literally streamed this twice in about 800 streams. So, yes, I do. I mean, the last thing I streamed was 6 hours of game development today. And yesterday we did visceral cleanup detail. I love that one. So I did the dinosaur. But I went over here and went... I love that time lapse so much.
Ahoy hoy.
Ahoy. Let's Let's do the fire station. I like the fire station. I do find this one quite, because it's just big open areas to just blitz all the way through.
Yes.
I don't think I've done that one yet.
Well,
There's a fire engine. That is a fire station. Where's the fire engine?
the fire engine is at a volcano, and we'll clean it when it gets back.
Okay then. Have we seriously got to clean this entire tower?
Oh yes.
Oh God, I hated that thing.
I didn't mind it too much. I just ran up and down it a whole bunch of times, just cleaning it.
And what about this? Oh, we can literally pick up the scaffold.
Oh yes. Oh, the scaffolding is not for show.
I was expecting to be able to clean that.
Oh no, don't clean the scaffolding. That would be horrible. Yeah. Max, go on top, go up the ladder. Have a look at it. Come up here. Have a look at that. Oh,
Lovely.
the wide nozzle, I think, sir.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, it needs to be a wide nozzle like this big. So as a rule, the game is not mean. The game is very nice to you. If it's a big flat area, it won't be oil and grime. It will just be easy to wash off dirt, so you can use a nice big nozzle.
I fell off the scaffold.
Well, up you climb. Kixie, is there a game that you would like us to play? Is there a game that you are suggesting that we should play? Right, we do have a schedule. I think we have 6 games on the schedule. We're trying to possibly shove in Descenders because Malcolm just gibbered on about it all day. There's something else as well I wanted to try and get in. I can't remember what it was now. To be honest,
Descenders is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, that's what he said. And to be honest, with Lost Ark, I'm not sure if I'm bothered to go to it because it's just like the moment has passed, and I didn't find it that good. It's one of those like I could play this, or I could just play more Diablo 2 or 3. I was like, meh.
Or not queue for it.
And not Q, yeah. Well, not anymore anyway. But yeah, I guess we should probably give it because we didn't give it an entire evening. What happened last time is the servers went down, and then we just played Power Wash Simulator for the rest of it.
What was that? The Lost Ark game?
Yeah. It's alright. But the thing is, everyone was just talking about it. They were talking about how popular it was, but not how good it was. Which is weird. Like, I can't tell you anything about it. All the reviews are spectacular, but I cannot tell you any particularly good or original feature about it.
How's the game? Well, it's a great hit in Korea.
Yeah.
But how is the game?
Well, it's really popular in Russia.
Massive. Everybody loves it. There's millions of players.
Yeah, exactly.
How is the game?
I mean, don't forget, Henry, any game that's free will have a big spike. When it's popular and exciting, everyone will play it, and then it will drop off very quickly.
Like Sivney and Evany and all that shit.
Every game, every single game. This is just how games are. Everybody says that, oh, they're still playing it, oh, look how many players. The number of games that go up in player numbers, that's the rare one. Hemorrhaging player numbers is genuinely the normal behaviour. But it's like saying, it's like for film. I was even still watching that film. It's like, no, dude, it's 6 weeks old. Like, you know, everyone's seen it, that's going to see it. Everybody else is waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray, or in a sale.
Yeah, that's one of the curses of working on a on-call job. You know, you can't really take the risk. I've done it a couple of times, but it's a bit dangerous.
Of what? Going to the cinema?
Going to the cinema and hoping the pager doesn't go off. Yeah.
Are you still using an actual pager?
Yes, I am.
Oh wow! I thought America shut down its pager systems because America these pager systems a lot. Because in America they still
they're
use
starting to dismantle it, yeah. But they keep a lot of it around for emergency and whatever simple communications, but it's not nearly as robust as it used to be.
Yeah, because in America they also use it. You can get systems to page you, telling you to take your medication, and it's really big apparently. Like, dude, get a phone, just say, "Hey, Google, at 9 p.m. every night, remember to take my pill." But apparently people still use pagers for this because during 9/11 or after 9/11, there was an awful lot of analysis of the pager traffic that went off them. So you could track where people were based on their pagers and the messages being delivered and all sorts of stuff. And it was that point, even back then, people saying, you might be curious why we are using pager tracking. And it's like, because it's still really big in the States, but not anywhere else. It's quite an unusual thing now. So did you get away with it, Max? Did you get away watching the cinema? Or did you have to just leave?
Oh, one time I did, yeah. One time I did. I got away with it, yeah. I mean, I think that the real thing is if you sometimes you can preempt it because the customer will call you in the daytime.
Yeah.
And there'll be a problem that's oh yeah, I can help with that. Or sometimes it's just someone being so super nervous. They're like, oh, I need to know how to do this, and like, well, do it like this. Oh yeah, I knew that. I'm like, well, why didn't you then? I had a call at 3 a.m. before, and it was just basically, I'm not sure what I might expect. I just want you to be ready. And when you got there and had someone to talk to who was actually on site, they had already dealt with the issue. I'm like, so you woke me up for nothing. Thanks a lot.
I get. No, to be fair, I think he wanted to wake you, not specifically, he wanted to wake you up to be sure that if something did go wrong, he wasn't going to be up a tree without a paddle. Up a tree without a paddle? Up a creek without a paddle.
Yeah, but I mean, the system does fail sometimes, which is why we have to phone it every week to make sure it's working.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a bit like, why? Why don't we just use the... I mean, it begs the question, you've got a company phone, why don't you just direct the inquiries to the company phone? And ultimately, the answer to that is we are actually using a company phone to trigger the entire pager system. So we could just take the phone direct off and just hand the phone between people every week.
Have you heard of SMS? It's pretty damn reliable.
Yes, indeed.
Have you also heard of things like Text Local, where it's just a forwarding service?
Yeah, but
the problem is someone needs to make a phone call with a message. On
there's voice versions as well. So,
Nice.
so basically, it's what we used to use for the search and rescue teams on call-outs. So we would phone or text one number with a message, and it would literally send it out to either 1 or 100 other phones, depending on who was on call.
So again, I refer you back to SMS.
Something like Alert, you mean? Microsoft, not Microsoft, Macromedia Alert. Which is exactly what that does.
Macromedia hasn't been around.
Hold on.
Yeah, not Macromedia.
Why aren't we using Macromedia Alert? We sell it to customers. We not using it ourselves.
Really?
Oh my god! Yeah, really. We really should be like, yeah, we'll use this. And I mean, the problem is that changing it, I guess, is the issue. Is keeping this person's on call, make them call that person, and not this person.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that does all sorts of scheduling and all sorts of things to do with online, on call, off call, and so on and so forth.
I mean, internally, a lot of Microsoft uses Zoom. It's that same sort of, you have a number of products that you should really be forcing your own employees to use, right?
Yeah.
So does the system that you're selling, does that not have like a login, log off system where you can log in on call and it comes to your phone?
I've not played with it that much, but you know what? It definitely begs the question we should be using it. And why the hell aren't we? And who's the lunatic who didn't think of it before me? Because I'm not the only person in the building who knows about this software. It does make it just a bit...
I assume...
What's the ping? What's the ping? Oh, it's tab, isn't it?
I assume it's not the same Macromedia, is it?
No, because that's Adobe. No, it's not Macromedia, it's Micromedia.
Micromedia, okay, because Macromedia, that's Flash, isn't it?
Yeah, Macromedia Flash is a part of Adobe, yeah.
And then Shockwave Flash, and then Real Networks. Oh, I've still got some Real Player files. Thankfully, VLC does play Real Player files. Like
I've got some Swift files.
I have some entire episodes of South Park encoded to 14.4K Real Player movies. Oh yeah.
You're always squinting at the screen.
To be fair, it worked all right with South Park because it was quite low detail anyway.
Hey, that's what I had all my South Park in.
Yeah, that was. But I mean, it's only like 180k an episode or something like that.
180k.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculously small.
Well, it's 14.4k peak. That was the peak bandwidth of the video.
14.4k.
14.4 kilobit. So divide that by 8.
Oh.
So it's per
you didn't
second.
really need any quality with South Park.
Well, so yeah, divide that by 8. So
You
it's
can't
about
blame the writers for that.
it was about 4.5K a second. So an 18-minute episode would have been 81 kilobytes. No,
Wow.
hold on, no, times 60, times 60. That's that. I'm out. Now 5 megs is way too big. They're definitely not 5 meg episodes. I'd have to find one. I've got them somewhere. I've got a few of my very old pirate rips. So you can go back to them very occasionally going, look how shit quality videos we download off the internet were. I think the first
still
of my
got a couple of old.
Gone.
I still got a couple of old external hard drives with like software on from like 1990, just for the sake of going back and looking at it from time to time.
I think the first film I pirated was Dinosaur. And I don't remember much about it other than it had CGI dinosaurs in it. It wasn't very good, but it was basically the first pirate film available, like in modern formats. Not camcordery type rips, like proper, because it used this new thing called DivX.
No, it wasn't that. It was something else.
No, DivX. I've got it, and it says Dinosaur.
No, I'm talking about DivX.
Yeah, that was the first.
Because I remember
big one.
when the first digital projector movie came out, it immediately got leaked. Immediately.
I had a DVD player with DivX built in.
That was something else. The story of DivX is fascinating. So DivX, as you know it, was a highly locked down proprietary format. Initially, it was an MPEG-4, but someone worked out the encryption key and then rebadged MPEG-4 as DivX. Not legal. Definitely not a legal codec. Not legal in any way, shape or form. But Xvid, which is obviously DivX backwards, they then reverse engineered MPEG-4 format using clean room techniques, and that was. But DivX was such a popular name, someone ended up spinning it up as a company, so you could just badge shit with the DivX thing. But it had nothing to do with the codec, videos, or anything. Back in the cowboy days of the internet.
Wild West.
It's still pretty wild out there.
Not like it was.
No, it's not.
No, nowhere near like it was. But
There's
it's
a lot more. If you're not savvy on the internet now, you've got no bloody reason. Whereas in the old days, you could just certainly with cable and wireless, you could just dial into your neighbour's computers, and now it's like if you haven't got a firewall and some sort of internal mechanism on the ISP, then the ISP is not worth a penny.
I did remember it says I remember growing up on the internet, messaging my friends on AOL Messenger. I had my first foray into IRC. I watched someone get beheaded on GoreGallery.com. I arranged my top 10 friends on MySpace, and it's like, oh god,
MySpace, bloody hell, that's been late.
No, but the point was, you could quite easily just end up watching fucking beheading videos and all sorts of shit. Because it was just there. There was no warning. You're like, what's this? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Not so much
Is it
these
real?
days.
Who knows?
There's no... Oh, yeah, they were real. They
were definitely real.
Yeah.
Wasn't they called like snuff movies or some shit?
They don't exist. So, very fascinating. I was told all about snuff movies as a child. If you don't know what snuff movies is, these are movies where they kill someone during the video, and they record it for the enjoyment or pleasure or at the behest of someone who's rich. And I was told all about this at school and about snuff movies and things. But there are organisations that catalogue and archive all media footage, all of it. And they said if you skip videos in which someone dies accidentally, they said there's like 2 snuff movies ever. But at school, it was made out to be quite a major thing. Like, thousands of these things, rich millionaires kidnapping women off the streets and having them killed on video and all sorts of things. But it's just not a thing. It just never has been a thing. It was just made up back before we had any way of really tracking it.
Fact-finding sort of thing.
Well, I mean,
sorry.
It sounds dramatic. It makes for a good story. It's just not true.
How the hell did the rest of the outside of this tower get clean? I haven't touched it yet.
Me.
That looks beautiful. I've just done the roof. That was wonderful. Oh, my soul feels cleansed after cleaning that. Now I do the inside. It's a bit more of a challenge.
I was just gonna follow Esmir and get the bits in the corners that she's missing.
Esmir does not miss bits.
I'm missing bits.
You are.
Just means that I haven't been at that spot yet.
I can't believe after streaming this twice, someone's already had a go at us for streaming nothing but this. Silly people on the internet.
They know class when they see it.
Wow. But we've only streamed it twice.
Is Daily Motion and that still a thing?
Yep, Vimeo, Dailymotion.
Yes.
Got kicked off YouTube, put it on Dailymotion.
Yeah.
Like the Robocop thing.
Robocop?
That was ridiculous.
You've not seen... You know the scene in Robocop where Robocop shoots a guy in the dick?
Yeah. Oh, that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, as a repressed memory, I'm
That's
sorry.
been overdone, hasn't it? Well, it's been done. It shoots like 100 people in the dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's part of a Robocop remake. So they remade all of Robocop shot for shot, and each scene was done by a different group of people in a completely different style. Like some of it's animation, some of it's stop motion, and that one is weird violence.
Hilarious violence. And once you've like shot 2 or 3 dicks, it's hilarious.
Did you ever use VHD at all?
VHD? Do you mean VCD?
No, VHD. It was a website that had like YouTube and movies and God knows what else on it.
Nah.
Like
No, I discovered LimeWire and Kazaa and eDonkey by that point.
Oh, my relatives, one of my relatives got conned by LimeWire. They
dear.
paid money for it.
Oh dear,
Like,
oh
why did you
dear.
pay money for it? Yeah. Well, not by them directly, obviously, but some scammer.
Oh right, they didn't just buy a copy of LimeWire.
No, they sort of bought a copy of well, I think they paid £50 or something to have unlimited access to MP3s. It's like, but that's
yeah.
the whole thing is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you should have asked me first, but no.
it is the
even in the
LimeWire
install,
even.
it says if you bought this from anywhere.
Yeah. Assuming
Whatever.
they haven't installed it and then repackaged it without that warning.
Ah, good point.
It's like when you watch a legal Blu-ray and it goes, piracy is a crime. I'm like, yes, but you know I'm not watching a pirate version because pirate versions don't have this bit in it. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
why are you
Netflix
bothering
all that-
wasting my time?
That is why Netflix and all that's so good, because you don't get that, like, wank at the beginning. It's like, let me watch the film, right, here's the film, great.
Yeah.
You know.
Other than
Hey, Jay,
freaking
now
Amazon.
who's going after who cleaning up the misses?
No comment.
The spots that you miss.
No comment. I'm just doing the
more
bits that you're not
powerful-
blasting.
I need a more powerful jet.
How much money do you... Oh, you don't know. I mean, it's possible we can just go and quickly do enough for you to... So you've got the turbo nozzle, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be... I mean, this is why I said to do the top bit.
But that
'cause-
makes things really slow.
Yeah, that's why I said to do the
Yeah.
top bit, because the top bit is just huge open areas, because you're doing stuff from a distance. You want to do stuff
I'm
up
doing it
close.
close.
Yeah, do stuff that's up close.
On the
And
roof. Literally on the roof. Okay,
Yep.
fine.
But yeah, do stuff
Oh,
that's
roof's
up
done.
I did the roof, yeah, but what I mean, do you do stuff that's up close and let people with more powerful jets do the distance stuff?
Okay, there's a wall here, so I'll do the wall.
I haven't done the top layer yet. Top floor.
Why is this one not pinged?
Because you've left a dirty bit on it. Next question.
But this is one that me and Esme have both done, and it's
No,
still
you
not.
Because I haven't gotten up that high yet.
Oh. Well, hurry up! You're holding us up.
But yeah, Max, you probably do need a better jet. But my point is, play to your strength. If you come up this ladder here, like your washer will do all of this on the widest jet in one go. No problems.
White one.
I'm sure of it. Is it? But yeah, angle the jet and then just walk forwards. I will get the corners because that's the bit that got me last time.
The yellow one's pretty good, so I'm sticking with the yellow one.
Yeah, I'm using the white one because it's big, not because it's good. Because the dirt up here is not very thick dirt.
need to jump. You can't. Can we jump in this game? We can't, can we?
Yeah, yeah.
Space bar.
Space bar,
Oh,
apparently.
okay. Wouldn't let me for some reason.
Because you're most probably crouched or laying down.
No, if you're
No.
crouched and you jump extra high. Don't ask me why, but you do.
Oh, wouldn't let me.
It won't if you're on a slope. There are certain circumstances
It,
where...
it feels like you're jumping extra high, but it's just because you're standing up.
Oh, does it not? It felt like I actually got a spring boost.
Now you jump to the same height, except it feels longer because you're starting at a lower position.
But I've done all the overhangs, Max, so all of the rest of it should, he said, be dead easy. Nice and
Right.
flat. But yes, as I said, play to the strengths of your washer rather than try and do the hard bits and let... okay, let Esmir do that one. This is also where a gamepad helps because I can walk slowly, so I can go quickly. And if I'm leaving gaps, I can then move slowly. I don't know if there's a walk slow button for the keyboard.
Not that I've discovered yet.
I do love seeing you
Called
guys.
very gentle tapping.
I do love seeing you guys wandering around inside the tower back there. I just see like jets of water coming out. The railings at the top are a complete arse, by the way, so be warned.
Right.
Oh, I remember. Somehow.
What's the opposite of repressed memories? Like horrible thing you just can't stop thinking about.
Haunting
Just me.
memory.
Now it's only PTSD if it's from the trauma regions of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling trauma.
Ah, of course.
Apparently, I just got a windowsill.
That wasn't you. Oh no, it was you. Yeah, Drill Tower. Yeah, Max and I are doing the office. But if I do like all the high up stuff, Max, and you do all the lower stuff, it's synergy. Oh, you want to jump down to the outside of that? Like the I can't
Yeah, I know.
get. Yeah, because I can't get the that because it's just the wrong angle.
What's that?
But yeah, I do hope they continue to put stuff in multiplayer. I'd love to see challenges where we split into teams and have to wash an identical thing. I'd also like a, I don't call it a hard mode, but a challenge mode where you've got 5 minutes to clean the building or whatever, but you don't get any percentages or bars. So you have to basically eyeball it and try and do the most you can in 5 minutes. And then it scores you how much did you achieve in 5 minutes. There's a
Oh,
whole
Jay, don't hit tab.
There's a whole bunch of stuff they could do that is quite simple and straightforward. Like game modes that are basically just reanalyzing the same data are easy to write.
I should probably push tab a little bit more often, shouldn't I?
Constantly.
Well, what I'm seeing is you need to go just a hair slower because you're leaving just little bits.
Oh.
Enough to leave it incomplete.
Bugger. Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to do this. Yeah, multiplayer challenges and the ability to earn or grind or repeat money in some fashion, and VR support. Thanks. Are you still up top, Max?
Yeah.
On
I'm
the...
stuck.
Huh? You're stuck.
I'm going this way.
Just keep hitting
No,
jump.
it's okay. I'm not. I'm fixed.
So on the lower bit of the roof, there's a whole bunch of like
Yeah.
on
working
the
it.
on the side of the bit you went up from. I can't even.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. I'm leaving that for a minute. Because there's some easier things to get to. Here's a question for you.
Yes,
If a surface is reflective,
it's
and
wet.
you're using the ping tool to check something, should it reflect or should it not reflect the ping?
When you I think all the reflections in this game are pre-baked rather than screen space. So in this case, I don't think it can do real-time data. So if you update something from the level, it can't reflect it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty basic reflections, unfortunately. Hi, Tab.
Hey.
I heard, by the way, guys, in this game, if you just burn everything, you get a really good score.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's just burn everything. Oh, great
Hell
plan.
yeah.
No, bad, Tad. Bad.
Yeah.
Works in the army, right?
Burn it all.
Sadly,
Like fire.
throw Mogas on it and it's gone.
That's funny. My mate Dave threw gas on his bonfire, and the only thing that was gone was his eyebrows. Hashtag true story. Hashtag it didn't occur to him it was a bad idea. But the bonfire started up nicely.
Yes, I've got a similar problem brewing. I need to get rid of a lot of wood. Got wood.
Why do you need to get rid of a lot of wood?
My dad seemed to be hoarding a lot of wood,
What?
and now I'm throwing it all in the bin.
Wait, what?
Wait, are
Can-
we talking about? Is it just like construction wood? Is it
I don't know.
firewood?
What,
Pieces
planks
of chopped
or kindling?
Wood
My
might
point
use
is,
for
it could be
repairing
some
things.
pretty valuable wood. If
I
if he
doubt
was a
it. No.
woodworker.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Just stuff he had done loft for ages and ages. Well, I don't know to be short, but maybe it is.
I would get
If
it
it was
checked.
me, I would take some of it to a Chippy's workshop. There's loads of them about, and just ask them if they know what any of it is.
Wait,
Is it worth any money?
but do you mean like
Yeah.
do you mean like he's just basically chopped down bits of a tree and slapped it in the loft in case he wanted to burn it, or like planks
No.
of wood, or
Planks, bits of offcuts and things.
okay. This
Oh
sa-
gods, I would definitely take that to a shop and say, "Do you want it before I burn it?"
I wouldn't. I'd burn it.
Yeah, it's not worth the effort. It's not worth a lot.
There could be like you in there. Oh god.
It's not like I can't grow more.
At the moment, the current price of oak in the UK is £180 per cubic foot.
I like the way, Max, you're like, oh god, I'm having to deal with all this wood and it's such a nightmare. Everyone else is like, oh brilliant, that could be worth loads. Like that was definitely not Max's attitude to this. It's just like, oh, I'm having to deal with a lot of wood.
No, I'm
Oh.
not. My point wasn't to go and sell it. My point was to just, give it to people that'll actually use it instead of immediately
I'm not a
throwing all the
woodworker.
carbon in the air.
I am a woodworker. I'm a carpenter.
Well, if you want it, come and get it. It's all yours.
Where are you?
Free wood.
Worthing.
Where?
England.
Brighton.
Worthing. Yeah, Worthing, England, yeah.
Is that anywhere near Margate?
Brighton.
Yeah,
Oh.
Brighton is?
No, that's a bit far from me.
Alright.
There's free
And
wood.
I'm just going to cut
Isn't
it
that
out
in
and
the
stick it in the bin.
east?
Stick it in the tip.
South of the
Assume that they don't-
middle south.
Or Birmingham, depending on if you believe my ISP or not. Your location is exposed. You're in Birmingham. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, hot singles in your area. Brackets London want to meet you. It's like, yeah, good guess, but
Yeah.
wrong.
Yes.
Hey, I'm leaving the easy
I
stuff.
did get something right the other day. It said hot Christian singles want to find you. He's like, yeah, but I'm married and you're being annoying. Fuck right off.
I'm leaving all of the easy stuff on the top floor for you.
Right.
So the stuff that you should be able to reach
walking.
easy enough.
Oh, now here's a tricky one. Oh, how do we get here?
Are we
Oh, you can do
all
that.
completely clean on this tower?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
You can always bring up the tablet and check.
What tablet?
Escape.
Oh, there's one panel outside that I wasn't able to get.
Hell off the side.
I've done that before.
No, I poked my head over the sides. It's something you have to use the scaffolding to get. It's one of those unfortunate ones.
But yeah, Max, if there is a local wood shop near you, I would just go and dump it on them and say if you want it, use it. If you don't, burn it or what have you.
Chip it.
Well, either way, they probably have the better disposal options than just burning it.
You could eat it.
I wasn't planning on burning it specifically. I was planning on binning it.
Oh, binning it.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually
It's
more
like the
environmentally friendly.
Well, they recycle it. Make it into, I don't know, cat litter or something. I don't know.
If you take it to the local council disposal, what they usually do is turn it into chipboard.
Oh, right, there you are.
Really? Did they at least process it properly so that there's no, like, risk of parasites?
Oh yeah, it's all done.
Whatever.
UV.
Yeah.
Bake it under UV or something.
I'm curious what parasites are going to survive after you've just taken wood and then run it through a fucking masher.
Box beetle.
Don't think we have those. We've just got, shoe beetles.
Well, fine. I guess everything's just hostile over here in America. Gee, powder post beetles. Oh my god, those are so bad.
We don't have any
Those
dangerous
things,
beetles over here.
powder post beetles, those things don't come out for like 10 years.
We don't even
Yeah,
have...
Death Watch beetle.
Yeah, but they just make a noise. They just go tick, 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 tick. Like, the worst thing we've got is... Well, basically the internet is the worst thing we've got.
Oh God. The
Hey.
horror.
You gotta think of Tad there as well.
No, he's not in our...
Tad in-
He's not in our country, we're fine. They kicked him out.
Has anyone seen the news on what's going on with
Yeah.
this Russian ship?
Nope. Has anything happened?
Putin's kicked off. Apparently, he's declared war on Ukraine, and we're all going in.
Right, has anything happened?
Not as far as I know in the last
Okay.
2 hours.
Okay, because, I mean, North Korea keep declaring war on people and saying they're going to do stuff, and they don't.
Oh no, he's in. Like Putin's in. He's already rounded people up and dumped them in a forest somewhere.
Oh, well, what, like 1 million people or just a handful?
Anyone from the border towns. He's evacuated everybody on the border towns of Russia and Ukraine, and just dumped them all in the middle of a field somewhere. They've declared a humanity crisis or something because they got no food, no shelter, nothing.
Well, now I'm up to date.
That's fun.
War free anyone?
Unlikely.
Yeah, why not? Need something to push their technology forward faster.
Oh, yeah, but I thought basically YouTube advertiser views on things like SpaceX was the solution there.
Wow.
So, I really hope this war stuff isn't going to interfere with the Chernobyl cleanup.
That's a long that's a long way from the Ukraine border, isn't it? Like, thousands of miles
I have
away.
no idea.
What are they doing with Chernobyl?
I'm still cleaning it up.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
it's
they
not a
put
new
that
thing, is
giant, They
big
put that
metal
extra
dome.
giant dome over it.
That was a while
Oh
ago.
yeah, I thought. Yeah, what? That was done years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was years ago. But the point is that they've been, working still. I mean, I think Kyle Hill showed up a couple months ago. Did a tour and all that stuff.
Huh.
Oh. I'm having the Game of Thrones theme now. Game of Thrones theme.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gotta be a way to make this easier to download.
No, are you?
Make
Not,
what
are you
download?
have you not got in yet?
No, this is the third time I've downloaded the dirt, and it's just connection times out.
That's silly. Like,
It's a really
you
big
should
map.
turn on quality of service, you really do.
Well, it's not just that. Every time
has
you
turned it
clean
on.
something, that's a clean state. It deletes every other piece of dirt on that. It shouldn't need to download dirt on a part
no,
that's
because
clean.
that's not how it works. That's just not how it works. The dirt map on this is
It should
one.
just be a state for it, though.
No, it's one monolithic block of data. Wait, it's huge. Can everyone just stop? Everyone just stop watching. Just everyone stop dead right now. That's it. Oh, silence. Tad, try now, because it is potential. One of two things is happening. Either A, every time we do
It's
something,
still downloading dirt.
every time you do something, it starts again. Or B, you get to the end and then you stop. So if you cancel, I don't know if you can cancel. Is there? I don't think there is one.
Yeah, there's a cancel.
Cool. Cancel and come back in.
Starting now.
None of us are
Go on.
spraying. Just curious whether that will make a difference. Because it could be you're playing catch up. So no one's doing any networking. Let's have a quick
Oh,
look.
I'm sure I am, but connecting, downloading dirt, this may take several minutes.
Yeah, it's annoying that it doesn't give you a clue. So I am sending quite a lot of data up. That said, it's a bit rich on the player data. So you guys are not doing anything, and I'm still receiving 45 kilobytes a second. But I am uploading at quite a rate now. But yeah, it's annoying that there isn't a progress bar. But as we have pointed out, this game only got multiplayer support this year.
Patch. This patch. This
Well,
one
it
will
says
be
it
a
has been
beta
done,
multiplayer
so-
Yeah,
patch.
but yeah, they've only very recently added multiplayer, so I assume they.
Oh, loading level. Loading dirt. Oh shit.
Oh shit, you're in.
Yep, that got me in.
Okay, let's get to
Yep.
spraying.
So does that mean we have to do that with SnowRunner as well now?
Not yes, yeah, exactly. So in SnowRunner, if Tad is trying to join, don't pressure watch anything. It should be fine. So, yeah,
No, just all stand
Okay.
still, nobody move.
now, so what's probably happening, Tad? It probably was just sending you all of the deltas as well. So you would download the main dirt map, which I've made a copy of on memory, and then you would receive all the deltas and then apply them. But the deltas were so many that you were probably struggling to actually get the main map.
Ooh. But that's what I'm saying. Why doesn't it? I guess that's just them making a decision on how to do it.
Move, move, move.
Who moved?
Tad, move off the ladder, you fuck.
Did someone just break glass?
It won't let you touch the ladder.
No, I could like you were just basically instead of moving as far away from that as you can, you stood at the worst possible place to stop anyone else going up the ladder.
Oh,
I
I
would.
went up the ladder. Oh, it's not sending.
No, you, didn't- you went up the ladder, but not all the way.
Bloody hell.
Well,
So he's like, yeah, I'll just water everything. Fucking hell.
lots of it's all stuff here. Cladding. I have a funny feeling. Yeah, I think it's me. Yeah, I think it's one of the bits.
It's where I'm at.
Yeah. I left Matt's of those, but he got distracted
Yeah.
with the dirty dirt. Let's do the carousel next. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, Max and the floor.
Are you gonna get smacked with content matching for that?
No, what? You guys don't understand. The only time I ever get tired of a content matching is when I
It
play
is playing
music.
a song.
Yes, it's a song they wrote for this game.
Is it?
It's quite literally. I only get done for content matching when I'm playing drum and bass in the background and I forget. That's almost literally the time it happens. So that's why during my streams I'm just playing royalty-free synthwave mixes.
Oh, synthwave is so good. I love it.
As I say, it amuses me. There's far more good quality synthwave now than there actually was in the 80s when it was a modern Music
Oh, I
style.
know, right?
Just really amusing. Hey!
I don't see a downside to this though.
Oh, so it doesn't show you the step ladders, but it does show you the hologram for the step ladder.
Interesting.
I'm gonna watch that again. So if you watch, there's one frame of hologram, but yeah, then I sort of spiral.
I love how the boobs stayed till the end.
I did have to wash your boobs off.
That's no way of talking about Tad. Sorry, Dad. Easy joke.
Wow.
Easy joke.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Off.
Okay.
Off.
So
off,
I'm gonna
off.
do it. I'm gonna do a vehicle we haven't done, and then we'll do the carousel.
If it's a quick one, should I drop out and do? I mean, is there an easy way of me getting a better thing? Or is it like a lot of money?
If you have the turbo nozzle, then your next step is probably 2 or 3 hours of play.
Right.
At some point, I mean, at some point, if you've got an hour or so, I can come and help you. Genuinely, 2 people is more than twice as quick because it's 2 pairs of eyes, and you're checking different bits.
I think on the career mode, I'll clean the bungalow, clean the playground, and clean the dirt bike. All of which, I'll clean dirt bike $75. I'll do that now. That sounds very easy.
Apparently, I've
Seems to
timed
have
out.
had a problem.
Mine says loading level, and it's just sitting there.
It
Oh,
doesn't let me rejoin.
There.
Yeah, mine's. I might have to restart.
It's throwing me out.
Not my fault.
It's all Ted's fault.
Yeah. Sorry, Tad, you're whipping boy tonight.
'Cause
Why did
finished
you
this
have to
map, haven't you?
incinerate everything?
Yeah.
I'm
Nah.
gonna call it a night there, and I'm gonna piddle off and leave you guys in peace because I've got to take kiddo to school in the morning.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you for dropping by.
Half-term.
No, it's not
Half-term
half
there.
term. That was last week.
Well, it's half term this week in West Sussex. In Sussex.
Can we swap?
No.
Bugger.
I'll take not only your you'll take your kids to school.
Not my
That's
kids.
alright.
Anyway, I'm gonna piss off and go to bed. And
Cheers,
I will
Joe.
see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
Oh,
Have a good night.
interesting.
It is.
Have a good night.
Steam is having a moment, it seems.
Steam's been having those lately. It's not great.
Oops. Free play. Vehicles. And oh, replay. Oh, I can't close the tablet.
What?
I can't close the tablet.
What?
I can't click on anything. Let me go back to career mode. I've broken it again. That's twice in a row.
Oh no, I hope the save's not worked.
Well, it does say it does say it's unable to see. I wonder if it's actually still running. No. I think it might be that Steam is having a bit of a moment.
Oh, how did your dev stream go this morning?
This afternoon. Went very well.
Morning for me. Made all the explosions and fire.
I did. I mean, I would check out the Discord channel. Anyway, I'm in. You may now join. Again,
Joining now.
do not do this to an actual motorbike. It's a really bad idea.
Yes.
Are we ready? Right, where's Max?
Pointing.
There he is.
I've just done one.
There.
3, 2, 1, go.
What nozzle?
Yes.
What do you mean you're not supposed to do this in real life?
Do not pressure wash a motorcycle. What a lovely seat. What seat? Now I'm afraid
The exhaust is bad.
I'm afraid I now use a waterless wash for my car. Oh, I'm falling down the slippery slope. You know, you hear people talk about the 2-bucket method. Amateurs. Pros don't even use water. Wait, fender?
Not very hydro homey of you.
Sidecar seat. Spoke set. Rear spoke set.
Which is still one of the funniest subreddits there is.
What, sorry?
Hydro homies.
Hydro homies.
Yes, it's just people that just do nothing but drink water.
Well, they also eat food or they would die.
Well, I mean, maybe.
I remember
Question
someone
mark?
telling me that Coke is a diuretic, so if you do nothing but drink Coke, you will die because you will have more fluid coming out than going in. And I'm like, well, I can prove to you that's not true because I'm not dead. So definitely not
Yeah.
true.
And all those people who are convinced that coffee does the same. And I was like, you know what? I've actually had an input from a doctor on
Yeah.
this. And the input is, no, it doesn't. You actually gain about 4 to 6 ounces of water for 8 ounces of coffee. This is including the diuretic effect.
Yeah, it might be a partial diuretic and it's not as good as water, of course. But to say that you lose more water than you gain, I said, is so demonstrably false because there are definitely people, myself included at the time, that only drink coffee. There you go. I would just drink coffee for a week and if I don't die, you owe me £1 million. How about that? There we go. I like this level, by the way, so you can just stand here and let all of the dirt go past you.
Not to mention how many loads of people I know that survive they live solely on sodas like Mountain Dew or
Yeah.
coffee or something like that.
I mean, I pretty much only drink coffee and Coke / Pepsi Max / whatever.
Is it healthy?
Well-
Probably not.
I only
mean,
drink tea.
You're
So
not dying.
I did drink 6 cups of coffee every morning because of reasons. But I now drink decaf because that 6 caffeinated cups of coffee is too many. But Coke Zero and Pepsi Max now come in caffeine-free versions, and you genuinely can't tell. So no sugar, no caffeine.
I fucking love Pepsi Max and
it's
Coke
It's always
Zero.
been really good.
But it's essentially now flavoured fizzy water. There's none of the 2 main things that are addictive in Coke are in it anymore. And you just can't tell. You really can't.
All about that caramel.
Caramel.
And by the way, I don't know why the rest of the outside of the carousel cell isn't just rotating. Most of the carousels I've ever been on, the entire
What?
bloody thing rotates.
That would be lethal.
No.
No, Max is right. Some of them do that. But this one's a lot,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
this one's a lot safer.
Yes, this is one of the least.
So Max, if you go and get a winch or something like that, winch onto the fence and then onto the moving part of the carousel, then the whole carousel should just move in the other direction. That's how physics works.
We're not playing this for a cleanup detail today.
No, I was talking about
Except it's
SnowRunner.
I can't wait to play Snowrunner. I really enjoyed it the other day.
Good. Well, that's Wednesday's plan. Yeah. Tomorrow, I
So
said
that's Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah, because Schalke doesn't like
Okay, good.
SnowRunner, and Wednesday's his Schalke's day off. And hello, Isar, you're playing the wrong
Good
game.
day off.
You know. Well, it
What's
appears
he playing?
Izzo doesn't. Sorry, Izzo Pissaco doesn't make power washing either. Sorry, pressure washing.
Playing, I don't know, GeForce Now.
He's playing Visceral Cleanup Detail, or he was. I assume he's about to stop and
Oh.
join us. In fact, he's in the game, so I'm sure of it.
Yep. The siren's called Beckons.
Level, that's how much attention you're paying.
Oh, I just saw you run Visceral Cleanup Detail, and then you're paying attention
Yeah.
anymore.
Might I let you know right now, out of personal experience, do not run these two games at the same time. You will have mouse capture problems.
Well, I was running them on different systems, but I was in the last level spraying you in the face with a pressure washer, and you didn't even notice.
Well, I just enjoyed it so much. Did you see the results of today's fire and smoke simulation? I've now got fog. I've got thick smoke coming down from the ceiling. Brett suggested I put collision on the smoke, which worked really well, but used up a significant proportion of my CPU to simulate, so that's not happening. I've now got quite a good feeling of real-time volumetrics and particulates in the air.
Bird poo. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I do like this
Just
song.
the way that you said that reminded me of the really, really old Nerd Cube song.
Bird poo, bird poo, bird poo. That one.
No.
I do like this level because I can just stand here and let it just watch the dirt come to my pressure washer.
So I'm visiting Dover, and I'm on the kind of the slope down to the sea. So I can see Calais, and I cannot get a phone signal apart from a French one. So my phone instantly adjusts its time by an hour and says "Welcome to France."
That must be annoying.
It is. So I just
Have
have
you
to turn
told your
off
phone off
automatic.
yet?
Yeah, I told it to stop automatically changing the time zone.
I think, by the way, I'm hoping that in the next expansion, in the next levels, that they have a conveyor belt I get to wash. I said I want to wash a conveyor belt now. A really long one.
You just stand there and let it.
Yes, absolutely.
Look, this was the level that
dear.
teased us with the laziness.
I like this. Is great. I've just
When we
washed.
first discovered we can just stand there
Yeah, I've just washed the
and
roof.
it will do the cleaning.
Yeah, I've just washed the roof. Just aim it, wait for a circle, aim it somewhere else, then just wait for a hot. I'm now tilted over.
I'm still going upwards.
Am I tilted over more than backwards on your screen?
There we go. Come back
No,
Am I pointing
but
straight?
your face
Probably
is.
above the
You're
atmosphere.
looking directly above you.
There, I'm actually. That's directly above me. That's quite some degrees past straight up.
And nailed it. Thank goodness there's no fall damage.
Are you doing drive-by washings?
No, I just got launched past the skybox
Oh,
for
cool.
some reason.
Is it? I have had that
It
happen.
was.
Just get shot into the air for no apparent reason.
Yep, that's what happened. Who's relaxing up there?
Yeah, so I've completed this game now. I've done all the levels, so that makes me a bit sad. I
Yeah.
was hoping there'd be more.
There should be more this week.
I hope so.
Either this week or next week. They've been teasing us pretty hard, but they had some sort of.
I know,
issue
right?
and
It's just
pushed back.
every fucking week they release a
Sweet.
devlog, and it's just like, oh, but when is the next update?
As I said, I
It's been so
They're
Given
the
the-
tease.
given the nature of the data format, how it's going to have to be stored, I suspect they have to make sure they get it right. I don't think they can kind of live
Yeah.
patch stuff. Unfortunately.
Yeah, this one was one that they had trouble with.
Ah,
So-
why does it stop moving?
Guys, you lot of lazy fucks. And I need to go stuff it.
It's got rusty.
It's seized up.
Someone pushed the button.
Do you really want it running?
Someone sprayed water in the air intake.
Yes, he does.
Why?
Because all of it doesn't rotate. I mean, just keep moving the bloody ladder.
Or wait. Oh yeah, I mean the bits that don't rotate,
No, the
you
roof
have to.
doesn't move.
Yeah, the bits that don't rotate, you have to do by hand. I'm afraid, yes.
No, but how do you get to the roof when you can't get to the roof?
Jump on it.
Up.
Where?
The ladder's
I-
going the wrong way. How do I rotate
I've been
it?
jettisoned out of the map. So is somebody else.
Typical
Bye.
Tad.
Who was that?
Yeah, you do have to position probably the ladder about 6 times on this level. Yes, you are right, which is annoying.
Did you see that I had successfully split the time lapse save file into 100
GIFs.
bits of the JFIF headers? Yeah, but they didn't open, so there's obviously a bit more to it than that.
Did you Google Power Wash Simulator time lapse editor or time lapse convert?
No,
Ah.
I just took the file and
I could have
Extracted.
said, I could have sworn that there was a devlog that mentioned exporting the time lapse.
They should do, because I'll put up a video of all of our time lapses, like edited together.
time lapse X's.
Time lapses is. Did you see the time lapse I put in the unnamed HGRP project channel, by the way? It's a snappy title.
No,
Why you're in Dover? Is it an exciting reason, or just because you're close to all the drugs?
just managed to get a cancellation on an Airbnb. Very nice one. So I'm sure they were delighted that we snapped it up.
Oh, is this credit from when you had to, when your hotel canceled you?
No, it's my wife's birthday.
And you're spending it in Dover playing games on the internet.
Mhm.
The only way to spend your holiday.
How is she feeling, by the way? She wasn't feeling well. She feeling a bit better.
What?
You said she wasn't feeling very well.
Oh, I've forgotten that. Maybe it was a lie.
No, you said that you were struggling to get hold of a doctor and you were afraid she would die before she got a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, it turns out she's fine.
Oh, good, that's fine.
I fell out the map.
I would suggest Tad not touching any
No.
rotating things with your ping.
No, the point I was making was if you ask for an appointment and they give you one like a couple of months away, so it doesn't matter if you're dying or not. That's when they give you an appointment.
What matters to me? Well, I'm glad that no one is dying. Well,
What
not
needs
in
cleaning?
this channel.
What do you suppose their? I don't know what their approach is. Like they give you an appointment a couple of months away, and then they see if you go, oh, all right, that's fine then.
They
Or
say if you
go,
need
"That's too
immediate
far away."
attention, go see an A&E.
Well, what they do, Si, is they give you an appointment a couple of months out. If you don't turn up, either it wasn't serious or it was very serious.
Yeah.
Don't turn up though, you're annoyed. Because
Yeah.
people said, oh, you missed an appointment, it costs
Well-
NHS money.
Well, yeah, I mean, but either you got better, which is fine, or you died, and therefore not their problem anymore.
You should cancel the appointment.
What if you
Do
died?
you know
Lots of
what's
people do.
inscribed on Spike Milligan's tombstone?
Oh, I was ill.
No. Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. I've got Spike Milligan's, some Spike Milligan's books. Very well, very good books, very interesting, very funny.
I had one
Pictures of Spike Milligan's face on
called
it.
something like. It was poems.
I got some of
Oh
poems.
no, maybe it was Millie Animals or something like that.
I haven't got that one. I didn't actually know Spike Milligan was dead. I just haven't thought about him in a long time.
That's why he died.
So I hadn't thought about him. What, is he a fairy?
He made him so sad.
Oh. Well, sorry, Spike.
This is 1% of the inner platform.
Unfortunately, Max, I have tried. I cannot pick up the scaffold while you're standing on it.
Oh, Tad, the inner platform is done.
It's still dirty,
Oh.
that's why up here.
Yeah, but I was hoping I could just pick up the platform and move it with you on it. Because then
Like the other things,
you
yeah.
could have just hosed stuff as I aimed you.
I'll make it flung into space, I think.
Well, that's just Tad that has that issue, but that's his internet rather than.
Oh, come on. Show me the bit of dirt I'm missing.
Yeah.
Down.
Oh, hold on. It's probably from down here.
Ah, yipes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's always about the angle.
Angle.
Yeah. The angle of the dangle. Ah! Just terrifying scaffolding moving at me. If you get it in the right place, you can probably get 2 bits of them at once.
No.
Let me try and get all the bits, the lower bits. So I've got all the bits that I can see aiming upwards.
Feety.
Makes me laugh, the fact that the game goes, oh, there's rust there, you can take that off with a pressure washer. I'm like, yeah, along
Well,
with all the paint and everything else behind it.
Yeah. I mean, it's correct. You can get rid of rust with a pressure washer.
Really?
Well, of course you can. You blow it right off. And you can get right down to shiny metal, but you're not going to get down to paint. You're going to get down to shiny metal is the problem. I mean,
I like to use a nice deoxidizer / priming combo spray.
because I spent a little bit of time at the new arcade venue, and we don't have all the tools there. So we didn't have a sandblaster. I didn't have a sander or anything like that. So I ended up pressure washing some coin doors to get rid of the paint and the rust. It really works great. Not as good as, sandblaster, but there's zero concept of you can get rid of the rust, but not demolish everything else. Like if you're blowing rust off, you're blowing everything off.
Have you ever tried that Hammerite rust remover?
Yes, it's
So that's a rust conversion thing. It's a deoxidizer and primer.
yeah. Do you want to know? Do you want me to
Yeah.
do another one that does exactly the same thing, and I can tell you the chemistry behind it? Coca-Cola.
You start off with bubbly rust coloured
Yeah.
bubbles, and you paint it on. You end up with black bubbly.
Yeah. So the
I
way
had
to
to
get,
use a bunch of that.
the way to get rid of rust is actually very simple. Pour coconut, which will turn the iron oxide, which is FeO, to iron. Oh shit! I've forgotten it. Iron.
I thought it was Fe4O.
But what does it turn it into? You put phosphoric acid on it, which is Coke, phosphoric acid. You can put navel jelly on, which is the same shit but concentrated. And that has an extra electron in the outer covalent bond, and that means it will then react with
Oh, Discord. Why'd you cut
aluminium
out at the
oxide.
worst
So
second?
if you then basically get rust, pour
Hang on a
coconut,
minute.
rub it
You,
with
you
aluminium.
used some words there. Let me just stop you. An
I-
extra electron in the covalent bond.
The outer
Do
electron.
you mean
Yes.
electron shell, maybe?
Yeah, possibly. But
Right, so that would be the... Right.
But then use aluminium foil, and it will literally dissolve the rust off. It sounds like one of those weird tricks that's just bollocks. It's amazing. I've used it to remove.
I missed all the critical bits of that
Okay.
because Discord decided to go robotic.
Very easy. It's very, very easy. Get a bottle of cheap, sugary Coke. pour it on the rust.
Important it's sugary ones.
Well, no, sugary is just important because it's sticky, so it sticks there better. And then don't scrub, wipe the coke off with aluminium foil and all the rust will come off it. It is genuinely incredible. But it's not a friction thing, it's a chemical reaction to do with... I'm going to look it up because I did know
It
this.
needs to paint on.
Well, you got well.
So usually when you've
so
got
aluminium
rust, Go on.
acts as a base. So when you make it come in contact with that, I mean, like it is a violent base. You mix that with acid, and it's a bad day.
Yeah, so usually when you do this, it is the rust is actually via a microscopic hole. So the rust is actually through a tiny, tiny, tiny hole in the paintwork. It's not chunks of it. It comes through a tiny little needle-sized hole.
You're converting it from ferric oxide to ferric phosphate.
Sometimes
That's it. Ferric oxide to ferric. Yes.
That needle-sized hole. Sorry.
Yeah. Iron oxide to
it
iron
can-
phosphate. That's it.
That needle-sized hole can be caused by the paint not being properly dried before the clear coat is applied. And so the gassing of the paint will just force its way out, causing a needle-sized hole in the clear coat, allowing the paint to become damaged by whatever the fuck, and then you got a rust problem.
Rocks. But yeah, Matt, you're quite right. It's iron oxide becomes iron phosphate, and then it reacts with aluminium very rapidly. It really worked. I cleaned up the chrome on my bike, just sort of going, what the fuck? Like, all the rust is just dissolving onto the... And I've used it in the arcade absolutely loads. You can use navel jelly, which is concentrated phosphoric acid, which is better, but a lot more expensive and a bit nasty. Whereas Coke, you can just pour half of it on and drink the other half. The outer...
Yeah, I had
upper-
to do a bunch of that for when I did that automotive refinishing class that I did in college.
Yeah, the upper outer stuff is dirty.
Shiny chrome and a diuretic problem.
Need the ladder. Go for the ladder.
No, bring the scaffolding.
Well, I can't get around there.
There you can.
Well, maybe I can. Let's hold on. Let's see.
There you go. Yeah, back a bit. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm doing all the lower bits. If you can do the bits from above, I can do the bits from below.
Well, please clean the cresting frames, the crestings, the cresting panels, the cresting trims,
We are.
and the horses.
I'm working on the horses and the horse rods.
This is not the worst one for vague descriptions. I think that's the Ferris wheel. So it just says pod. Like, which one? They didn't even bother
And
naming them like red pod, blue
And the
pod, green
Helter
pod.
Skelter.
No, the Helter Skelter is excellent. I really like that one.
Oh, that one had so many little spots that just annoyed the shit out of me because I didn't get them all at the writing.
I struggled on that one, but only for one thing, and I could not find it for the longest time. I read 20 minutes on the last piece, I reckon. But I know where it is now, so I will blast right through it. And you have to be careful with the horse poles, by the way, because if the horse is
Oh,
up,
that's right.
you can't see
Thank
the dirt.
you.
They move.
Esme's cleaning horse rods.
There's that.
Yep. It's a very scientific thing.
Clean the horse rods, clean the horse rods.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dirty horse rod.
They need to be clean.
I cleaned one.
I ate food. Except the ones who are dead.
Bottle entered your mind there, did it?
The theme tune is just... It sounds like a past teacher still alive. Except the ones...
Jesus.
Well,
I got
This was a triumph.
To immediately get ejected out the map.
Stop standing on moving objects.
Are you making a note here? I wasn't standing anywhere near it.
great
Okay.
success.
Great success.
Yes, there it is.
Someone called. Oh no, Max! I put it in the right place and you grabbed
singing
it.
Portal.
There we go.
I was holding it. You
Oh,
put
did I
it down
did I
somehow.
steal it out of your hands?
Apparently, you put it down and I just picked it up. Yeah,
Yoink.
weird.
This game doesn't have any achievements,
Right,
does it?
We tried holding the horse's rod.
Mrr.
Indeed.
Hang on, they're not horses, are they? I've just realised.
What
Not
do you
real
what do you
ones.
think? What do you think they are? Oh yes, they
Yeah,
are.
have a look.
They are indeed unicorns. I'll give you half a point if you can tell me what a unicorn's horn is called.
A horn.
Tad, get back in the map. What the fuck are you doing?
No.
Get back inside right now, young man.
There's no way to. They don't leave a ramp. It would be so nice if they left a ramp. Like, getting out is impossible, but please, let us back in. Please.
Can you not? If you run away, do you not respawn?
No.
What are we
They
left?
said
Can you
they
see 'em
changed
outside
that
the map?
added
Yeah.
depth.
If you go
I
up,
haven't found it
if you
yet.
go up on top of the scaffolding, you can see him.
Okay, wait, I've
Oh,
got to see
Tad,
this.
we were dying all. Oh, wait, no, that was Viscera.
Yeah, he's right here. Like you can see him from here. Hey, Tad. Tad, come and touch me. Touch me, Tad.
Hello.
Hello.
That's brilliant.
I can't. This is as close as I can get to the map.
Okay, cresting tree.
Can you look around you? Can you construct some sort of lathe?
Rudimentary lathe.
Rudimentary. I missed out a keyword. Sorry.
What's that from again?
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest, one of the best films ever.
Yes. Yo. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Watch the documentary on it on Amazon. Absolutely fantastic.
Wait, there's a
Rock doesn't
documentary
have
on
any
it.
vulnerable spots.
Yes. One of these cresting panels is dirty, but I can't tell which one from this angle. Ah, this one. There, this cresting frame I'm
That's
looking
on the
at.
other side out of the park.
Evil freaking. Get that.
I'll try and
That's
give
why
you
I'm
the,
out here. Is that thing right here.
Sorry, it's me.
Ah, somebody took the ladder right as I was playing it.
Yeah, I just... Excuse me, please, Max. Going up. This is the one that's dirty.
No. You were. See if you can't get it out. Because this is as close to the map as I can get.
Oh, the ladder.
No, it won't let me
no.
place it there.
This ladder's free, it's fine.
No, I don't even worry about it placing.
my-
I wonder if I can still interact with it if it's red.
Yeah, I think so. Let's try it.
No, you can't. Yeah, Ted, try. Hold on, one that way, Ez. That's possible. Can you interact with that if I go, like that?
No, it pops it back to where you picked it up from.
Oh, I have a funny
Oh,
feeling. Okay, I see which bit's dirty. I think we need to get it from the inside, though.
Game, please.
Dealing
Esmir. Horse rod.
Oh shit, I see it.
Oh, no, yeah, it's this one. It's this one.
Oh, we're attacking!
Come on, come down. There you go. There you go. No, it's just at the tip.
Yes.
I wonder.
Did
See,
you...
there we go.
Sorry, was it just the tip of the horse rod that was the problem?
It was just the tip of the rod.
I'm glad that
Oh,
was just...
rod. Lovely.
Oh, wait, hold on. Put it down there.
This is mine now. You can't have it back.
Okay, this one's dirty here. I can't... This is... we need to be above, though.
Oh, Max is red. Hold on, let me switch colors.
I'm not supposed to be red.
Oh,
It's blue with red overalls.
oh dear.
Am I blue? I'm supposed to be blue overalls. Or red overalls. I'm confused now.
It doesn't matter. I have all
Cleaning the
those,
cresting trims.
We are
One
cleaning.
cresting trim or cresting.
Excuse me, you're
frames.
not off foreman.
Oh dear. Ted's got himself the scaffolding, but he's the wrong side of the world.
now.
Can you jump over?
I can still clean stuff from over here. I
Wow.
just got the last of the frames, the trims. Oh no, that was just the frame. Nope, there's the trim. Got it.
And it's me doing it. I'm pointing at it from the outside as it's going around.
Wait, are
Just
you
pinged
both-
twice?
Come on, Ted,
Right,
you can do
cresting
it. You
frame.
can do it, Ted. You can do it.
No, it's a full size barrier. I can't.
The cresting
I'm
frame
going
doesn't
forward
rotate,
as hard
does
as
it?
I can.
No, cresting frame's on the outside. It's the red and white
No.
diamond thing.
But we're on cresting frames.
Yes.
I want a balloon toy where I can shoot water at it and make it pop.
Yeah, here we go. Got it. It's that there. But I'm going to need to be above it.
God, this game really doesn't like placing ladders.
You can only place ladders on preset locations. Ta-da!
Yeah, I mean, but every time someone does it, I get yeeted.
It's probably the
With two
roast.
capital E's.
Well, then we should do something else, and then we should do the Ferris wheel.
Oh boy.
We're not getting any money for doing this, though. That's the annoying thing.
It is annoying. It is. So let us do
Oh,
the toilet. Sorry. the
oh wow,
washroom.
here's a bug.
I like the toilet.
Come over where I am a second, Adam. Look where I
Yes.
am. Look at the panel with all the lights and buttons on it,
Yes.
and then walk towards it.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Or to fail. In this one, don't just immediately come on. I wanted to show Max a specific thing. On
Oh,
this.
there's a coconut shy. I thought there was something there. Which I bet you can push the coconuts off with your
And it's a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Mm.
But yeah, Max, if you come over to me when you join, I wanted to show you a thing, and you'll be like, and you'll laugh.
Server.
I bet you will laugh.
Fiction timed out. Can you sort of start and stop on the single player?
It just says loading level. It just stopped saying load level, but it is. No, it does appear to have just died on me.
All my fault.
Not showing you playing in the server browser.
Yeah, restarting.
Game does not like me going outside the map. I swear I read in one of their devlogs that they were fixing or that they had implemented some fixes for that.
Well, yeah, as I said, I don't think it's just been patched since they shipped the multiplayer. Let's say it again.
No.
So I've gone into the game and I've got the menu up, but I can't click on anything. Like the tablets, I have to quit again. Unless you guys are just join, and you joined while I was still loading, which broke it.
I am not joining.
No,
No, that's
it doesn't show up at all until you click host.
Locations. Right, let's try again. Clean the washroom. Wait, start job. Don't touch anything. Loading level. Loading dirt. Okay, if you join in, but don't watch anything immediately. I wanted to show Max a specific thing.
You haven't opened it.
I shall open it up
friends
for
playing.
multiplayer. I'm smart. The interesting thing is, when you join, do run forwards, because if you just stand still, you're all going to spawn inside each other.
Ooh. Oh wow.
Right, where's Max? Nope, that's Tad.
Yes.
Waiting for you to.
Yep, join in.
Okay.
This isn't like thingy.
Where's Max? Where is he? Everybody else is here.
License fee.
Did you buy
Oh
all
my
the
god, this
assets,
extra
man?
long extension needs to. What?
Yeah. Come this way, Max. Come to this toilet with me. Look in the top left. Look at where I'm looking.
For the greater good.
They're great.
All
They're
the
good.
station-
They're great, they're
Way
good.
too good.
Right, I'm going to go and start off on the floor that bugged out on us.
Can we spray now?
Oh, yes. Spray away.
Yes.
I probably should have a pressure washer or a power washer at this point.
No, you. Like I said, aim for.
Sanitisation
Don't get. Yeah,
purposes.
but don't get the graffiti. Aim for the dirt, not the graffiti. Let some of the better pressure washers get the graffiti.
Make sure you've got the widest nozzle you have and the weakest pressure washer.
And just
Well, that's pointless.
do. No,
Gotta get
because
the dirt off.
no, because you will get the dirt off because there's a massive amount of dirt. But you've just got to get close up and then run along with it. But yeah, we do need to get you the next pressure washer, but I said you just need to spend some time playing it. Unfortunately, there is no way to do it. Which is again, I would complain about it. Apart from that, as I said, they only added in multiplayer in this patch, so you can't complain too much. You can just hope it improves.
Yeah.
So when I played this,
I don't
this
see how it could get worse.
bit harsh.
Although probably. You can't say this doesn't feel like the first time go. Yeah.
No, this feels fantastic. It really, really. I mean, when you said to me they've just added it in the last patch, I was like, bloody hell, really? Wow.
Well, I'm sure they've had plans for it since they started the game.
Oh, keyboard and mouse users, they we adjust our speed based on
The angle.
the vertical
Yep.
angle.
Yeah, it's the same for the joypad, which is quite annoying. Thing is, Tad, SnowRunner had multiplayer from day one, and it's still fucking broken.
Yeah, it's pretty. Fair enough. But
Space Engineers had multiplayer for good God 5 years before they finally decided to fix it.
As weird,
It's like that the
Just
community
did it
was just
again.
like, can you please not do planets and instead fix the multiplayer? And instead, what they do, they added planets and broke the whole fucking game.
this room is still buggered, by the way. I know where the last 30 bits should be. I just cannot hit it.
Oh God, you're doing that one?
You know, I thought I'd do it first, and I cannot seem to find the last pixel. I know where it was last time, which was
Yep.
just here.
This place looks like it's been flooded. That's what it looks like.
Sure, it has been. It's
Well,
underground.
with shit.
No, just flooded in general. This is pretty much what happens to anything that gets flooded. You just get silt on everything.
I have seen some flood cars, so I do understand. A little bit of advice to anyone watching: don't buy a flood car.
Oh my God, they're so
Hey,
bad.
did it. But yeah, you can see on this section here, the reflection maps are cheap and cheerful and nasty, which is a bit of a shame. Because of all the games in the entire world where I'd be happy to have an RTX on option, this is at the top of the list.
Oh. Fair enough. I like how it's shiny.
Yeah, I mean,
I
that's
would
what-
gladly
Favorite
sacrifice frame rates for
For
ray
ray
tracing,
tracing.
in this
Yeah.
game. Fuck it, I'll sacrifice them in VR.
if I had a choice between RTX and VR, I'd go with VR. That would be my preference. But
True,
I
true,
would kind
yeah.
of be surprised if they didn't. I said, because it's written in Unity, adding in VR support is relatively trivial. It genuinely is not a difficult thing to do. Like, that's what I did in Sneaky Spaceship. Sneaky Spaceship just goes, is there a VR headset plugged in? No. Disable the VR stuff. And then the VR stuff itself is pretty straightforward. The hard bit's done by the VR headset. You know, the warping and the motion control. Like, that's done. You just hook into events off the controllers. And it renders the scene for you. I won't be doing VR support in. I quite like the name Sci-Fire Fighters, but I haven't got a name for it yet. But tomorrow I will probably. Well, tomorrow I actually need to go back to the place that wrapped my car and gently complain because a bit's peeled off. But gently complaining probably just means they'll fix it. Yeah, they've made what I would consider a mistake. There's a bit of plastic that folds over another bit of wrap, and it folds upwards, so it just gets hit by all the water. So water and dirt's pooled on it, and then peeled it away, and it's just going to eventually peel all the way off. But basically, it peeled, and they said just bring it in, we'll have a look at it. And when I get back,
It'll be like,
then I will be adding networking to the game, and then experimenting with the physics. The remote physics simulation of the asset pack I'm using for networking. It's a shame in this game that the light sources are not hooked up to a multiplier based on how dirty they are. Because the light sources are still bright even when they're covered in dirt. Because that'd be quite cool.
You mean like in Viscera, how the dirtier everything is, the darker the whole place is?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw the video I did earlier, but that's kind of where I was going today with volumetrics. Like, the more shit that's burned in that room, the less you can see. And it works really, really well. And then it slowly clears afterwards. And then people said they want vents. So the vents will catch fire, but you'll be able to fix the vents in order to clear the room so you can actually see what you're doing without massive floodlights. This all sounds like quite fun. I'm quite looking forward to it.
Will we be able to burn the floodlight?
No. You're a firefighter, not a fireman.
Oh.
Oh, an arsonist.
Speak for yourself.
Sounds like there's a reverse mode you should be in there. It's not a really clean room, you've got to get as dirty as possible.
Well, someone's already suggested a reverse mode. I pointed out, though, that the game will be balanced around desperately trying to stop the whole place burning down. To actually make the place burn down would be very easy, so I'd have to make different levels for it.
I'm a fire starter.
Twisted
Fire
fast after.
starter.
Nice. Pumpkin Instigator?
Something.
Yeah. I know me some lyrics, don't I?
I feel like I'm cleaning with a toothbrush.
Look, that song was chosen as the theme, or as the trailer song for Just Cause 4, was it? Just Cause 3, one of those. And I watched that one a lot because it was really, really, really pretty. Just basically fire everywhere. Just, kicking with the theme of Just Cause.
Yeah, it's a shame Just Cause doesn't have multiplayer, because that would be a hilarious game.
Oh my god.
I think 3 had a mod for it, but it was ropey.
2 did.
Okay.
2 did. It was so chaotic.
Is that the franchise that they've just made into a movie with Tom Holland?
No, that's Uncharted.
Okay.
Which I'm probably going to watch, having only ever played the PSP version for about an hour and not none of the rest of them.
Oh, because it's a PlayStation IP, is it?
Yeah. It's very, very good, apparently. I've just not played it. I assume it's going to come across just like an Indiana Jones ripoff, which is fine. If it's good.
Oh, it's an indoor one. Right, pressing tab on this one does remind me of using a UV lamp.
Certainly did when you started, because it was just all orange. So, I do pay attention to the viewer figures and how many people are sort of passing through, and this gets reasonable viewing figures, but no one says anything. I think they just sit there and enjoy the quiet and then just relaxedly watch all the dirt disappear.
And
What are they going to say?
victory.
Missed a bit.
No one ever says
I
that.
think I think probably it's because most of the BM figures are just us.
All Icarus needs to do is add a system in to pressure wash the outside of your house, and we'd still be playing it.
Oh my god, the truth to that.
It just gets dirty, and it's something to pass the time with.
Stop beating bears off with sticks.
Yeah.
Who?
For raising.
Oh, those rusty bits are a nightmare.
Oh yeah, but you can do it with the basic one.
Get some coke on it.
Yeah, that'll help.
Actually, there probably is a lot of coke around this
Aluminum
bathroom
foil.
already.
Well, not if it's flooded, that'll all be gone.
Aluminum foil.
So someone has just contacted me. They've just started to play Fortchcraft for the first time. They're like, "Oh, you should get some YouTubers to play it." Like,
Well, that's all.
really? You think I should get some YouTubers to play my game? Brilliant. Like, people continually suggest this. Like, I never thought about it. And I wish that people would realise that I'm not an idiot, and I
What's
do.
stopping you from being the YouTuber that plays
A lot of editing and stuff.
you.
with the six,
you, DJ.
what with the 6 viewers.
Talk about the people
Yeah.
complaining.
But no, I mean the thing is, people say it like I might go, holy shit, you're right. I should get YouTube to play my game. Like I haven't tried constantly for 5 years straight to make that happen.
I think I've asked this before, but it's quite a fun question. Do you know why aluminium foil is shiny on one side and not on the other?
Yeah, aluminium.
Manufacturing.
You've never seen aluminium pretty much because it reacts almost instantly with
Yeah.
oxygen. So you only see aluminium oxide.
I've seen it.
Technically,
But like you see it, for a few seconds.
actually,
If you cut it while it's inside of oil,
Yes,
it
if I,
doesn't oxidize,
Well,
and you can
if I do
see
that.
an actual pure aluminium.
excellent. Is that the answer?
No.
That is the answer. Well, actually, I think it was kerosene that it was soaked in.
No,
42.
Is that the answer?
Expand on
To,
that. And then why is it two different? Why does? I mean, do you agree, don't you, with the premise that when you look at kitchen foil, it's shiny on one side, it looks different on each side?
Still
so
oxidized.
I think that's so if you bite it, it can transmit from the top teeth to the bottom teeth. Is that right?
So
Yes.
this is the explanation I've heard, which I accept without further research. So it's made by starting with a block of aluminium, which you then extrude through a series of rollers, and the rollers get closer and closer
It's
together.
not extruding.
Sorry?
It's not extruding, it's rolling.
Well, the effect is the same, which is it extrudes because it stretches, and you end up with very, very thin foil. Now the last set of rollers are so
You don't
tight.
make it from wires? DJ.
No, that's extrusion, not foil. You extrude a wire, and you squash foil. Shut up, Tad. Carry on.
The last set of rollers are so close together that if you made it straight away, the thickness of the end product, it would just tear and rip and jam up the rollers. So what they do instead is, for the last path, they fold it so it's doubled up, and both layers go through the last set of rollers together, and they're then separated afterwards. And so the different surfaces are because one side's against the rollers and one side's against the other surface.
I thought they couldn't roll it thin enough, which is why they had to put 2-3 sheets through.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah. Because there is a Mythbusters episode where they made a lead balloon, and you can buy lead foil I'm not sure what the purpose of it is, but it's basically aluminium foil made of lead and very, very, very heavy, relatively speaking, but very, very soft.
And
Damn, Tad, that was so
Very
snarky that it took me a few seconds to realize what you were talking about.
it was good though. How many times have you been sitting there waiting for the gold wire to turn into foil?
Oh,
What?
too
This
long.
makes no sense.
Make wires from foil. Ugh. I mean, don't make foil from wires. This is a good, satisfying level because everything is dirty.
Yep. Even up. Which is why I'm looking forward to the subway level that's coming. Hopefully this week.
Wait, which level?
Subway. They're adding to.
Oh.
I think it's going to be
Oh,
part
I
of this.
see.
Is there a subway car that we have to dodge?
Because they try to connect levels together. Let's hope not. No.
Yeah,
it's
so
a- it's
this
a button,
level
just
will
like
unlock
everything
the
else in
subway
game,
level.
yeah.
That makes sense.
This is accomplished in a rolling mill where the material is passed several times through metal rolls called work rolls. As the sheets or webs of aluminium pass through the rolls, they are
You're still
squeezed.
looking at aluminium? I've watched like 4 different videos on how they make it.
Let me just finish my sentence. They are squeezed thinner and extruded through the gap between the rolls. QED. Mic drop. Boom.
Watch the how it's made.
Exactly.
Howitzer? What?
Or the how stuff works.
Canadian broadcasting at its
Or the
finest.
oh my god, the Canadian one is, you know, that music that they always do, right? The stuff that they did
Oh,
15 years ago. It was very specific and very like, this is very unique music.
Well, I don't.
I keep hearing that everywhere else.
oh dear.
Let's get into it then.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so
how
you want to
stuff's
make
made.
you want to make a distinction. So, what do you think of when you hear extrusion?
Pulling.
How does that work?
Pulling, not squeezing.
Pushing through a
Pulled by what?
shape.
Personal glove hands pulling it,
An elf.
grabbing the
You're
end
trying
and
to
pulling
make
it.
a poop joke.
No.
No.
In reality, if you're thinking about a process that involves extrusion, it's still pushed or pulled by rollers, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it'll be pushed through 4 rollers probably, like to make a sort of a
Yeah.
wire
Well,
shape thing.
not all the time. Plastic gets, I don't know.
Pumps, basically. Squeezed.
Dirty, dirty squeezed plastic.
Or what about like the printer head on a 3D printer?
The
It's
extruder.
some sort of
You mean the extruder?
Yeah. So that's not rollers, is it? That's something
No,
like
but
a.
if you
serious
actually
pump.
take it apart inside, you'll see that they are fed via little rolling things that push with little barbs on them
Yeah.
that push the plastic
It-
in through the
it's-
heating element.
It's fed by 2 cogs, yeah, that don't quite touch.
Right, so that's what I was thinking. So they're like cogs.
Yeah, but it's pushed through the hole.
When you talk about aluminium and other metals, some metals you push, extrude shapes by pushing it through a die,
Yeah, the softer ones.
but you use like 400. Well, depends. Some hard ones as well. I know you can get like 400-ton presses, but
So what pushes it then? A piston?
a piston, yeah,
Then with plastic,
really,
yes.
really big. It has to be bolted to the floor. It's enormously heavy. But yeah, I guess ultimately you put a die through it. Same way you would do any crisps or something. No, crisps usually on the front. I think the metal ones on the inside.
No, I'm pretty
Would you
sure,
say-
Max, I'm 99% sure you do not extrude crisps. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that.
Okay,
Yes,
well
you
you
do.
do.
Crisps.
Yeah, you do. I reckon, like
Pringles are extruded.
Pringles are definitely extruded.
Well,
and they're
well,
sliced.
Pringles aren't
They're
crisps,
mashed
so
up, and then they're extruded, and then they're baked.
But they're
Monster
not.
Munch is extruded.
They're baked. What's much is baked?
No, it's extruded first. They have a
They're
machine that
extruded.
cuts out the same shape, and there's the cutter on the end which just chucks them out.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but I'm going to Google are Monster Munch crisps.
What about toothpaste? Do you extrude toothpaste from your toothpaste tube?
No, I squeeze it.
I guess you do.
Yes. gonna circle back around. Are you trying to make a poop joke?
No.
Oh.
Why do you think we're trying to
I
make
was
a poop joke?
talking to you.
Always
Excuse
trying
me.
to make a poop joke.
I cannot confirm or deny if Monster Munch are crisps. Because they are baked potato snacks, aren't they? Reformed baked potato snacks. And I don't think they're crisps.
Yeah, we find them in the crisp pile.
Well, yeah, but you find Pringles in the crisp pile, and Pringles are canonically and categorically not crisps. They are delicious and wonderful, but they're not crisps. They are reformed starch potato snacks or something like that.
Yep.
Jaffa cakes.
And they have some delicious tongue-melting salt and vinegar flavour added to them.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's disappointing salt and vinegar flavour.
Well, then just get Space Raiders instead.
So disappointing everything.
The price
Okay,
isn't
great
disappointing.
Yeah, it is. They're like 20 pence a pack now. What the fuck's that about?
Are they?
And Transformer
What the
snack.
hell?
It might as well be. It's like Freddos. They're not 5 pence anymore. What the fuck's for that?
And they got smaller, probably. Have you seen sherbet fountains these days?
They're just sad. They're just wrong.
Called shrinkflation.
No, there's at the
yeah.
at the arcade. If you book the place for a party, you get a £10 drinks voucher. And one guy got near the end of that because I haven't got any drinks. My drinks voucher. He goes, "Can I get anything?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he just got all Freddos with his drinks vouchers. Man is living
always
the
thought,
life. 20 Freddos, I think he got. Was it 40? One of the two.
I've always thought that polos are an ingenious bit of marketing because you're getting a lot less mint than you appear to from the volume of the tube because you're missing that core all the way through the middle of the pack.
That's
clever.
lifesavers for you Americans.
They did also market just the
Wait, what
the
do you
holes
call
at
them?
one point.
Yes.
I don't know if they still do it. You could buy like boxes of the middles of polos, which
Yep.
was a lie because they didn't fit inside a polo.
And the adverts were voiced by Danny John Jules. Don't know why I remember that, but I do.
Cat.
Well, yeah, I mean, you might know him as the cat. I obviously know him as the detective from Death in Paradise, which I suspect where most people know him from. Far more famous role. And he was also one of the fire sprites in Labyrinth. And the singing voice of the fire sprites too.
He was also in
Wasn't he
Blade.
in, and he was in
Oh,
One
yeah.
of them.
Robin, Maid Marian,
He
and
was.
Merry
He made
Men.
Man-
Or something.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
But most of all, he was in Red Dwarf.
Wait, what?
That's the
The cat, Danny John Jules.
Oh, okay. See, I was hearing the Count, not the cat.
Count
What?
Dwayne Dibley.
I was very confused. Very, very confused.
Count Dwayne Dibley?
That's for my prize. That's for my style. Ah!
Got no Elan, no Grace.
This real master party over here. Oh, you got rid of all the graffiti.
Yeah.
Some artist put 15 whole minutes into that.
Well, that's about how
At
long I took
least.
to get rid of it.
This place was really dirty.
Yes, it was.
What happened here?
It got flooded.
We're assuming flooding.
Well, there's a whole bunch
I
of
was always
story,
going to flood it too.
and I ignored it. Because that's how story
No, the
works.
story was just trying to say the guy was trying to turn this into a bar.
What, this bar?
It was very confusing. The whole damn thing. I was just like,
Yeah, he's trying to turn this into a bar. Yeah.
he thought he thought he could make a rave club or nightclub or something.
I mean, it's got the wrong acoustics. It'd be very echoey.
I know, right?
Refurby bar then.
Yeah, but like no bars have actually got tiled floors, ceilings, and roofs. That would be just appalling.
Well, how many of them are underground?
Quite a lot.
Well, he was also talking about like dispensing drinks from the urinal spouts.
Well, I have.
Nobody knows how many underground bars there are because they're underground.
They can't measure with satellites.
I have a thermal imaging camera. I bet I can find them. I haven't tried just walking around, you know, at night with the thermal imaging camera to see if there's any sort of weird warm spots out there. I bet there is. Just
Yeah.
under the ground.
Find all those houses with all the grow lights or Bitcoin farms.
Yeah.
Not with the price of electricity in the UK at the minute.
That changed.
No.
You don't pay for it. You just get it from the neighbour.
All the lighting, street lights.
That's why the big crackdowns have always ended up why they've started to end up in them just busting a bunch of crypto miners.
It doesn't snow very often here, but it's often a bit of a giveaway when you have one house in a street with no snow on the roof.
Yeah, it either means they're doing drugs or they're bad insulation.
Well, they won't be doing drugs.
Making drugs. Anyway, Tad, the reason I don't play Fortchcraft on stream, you know this, never get high for your own supply.
Yes. This is
But-
why you love Dyson so much.
I do. We've pretty much completed Dyson Sphere now. Like, there is a finite
Finally made
limit.
all the white cubes.
There's a finite limit to how many times you can research the infinite research, it turns out. I think it's 82. So it is impossible to get it down to 100% infinitely efficient
Right.
research.
Yeah.
But I've still enjoyed it. I mean, I think that when the next expansion comes out, we should probably start again. Sorry, the next patch, because otherwise we will just go, oh, cool, new content. All right, we've beaten it. Like, we'll beat it the day it comes out without any trial, because we'll be so far ahead of it. But probably this time we should, you know, spread out a bit more. We have learned a lot of lessons.
Thin pipes.
These urinals are very wide, aren't they?
Oh dear. Yep, I've lost updates from you all. Yay!
What have we missed? Someone start reading the list out.
Cistern pipes, cubicle walls, door hinges, and dryers.
Door hinges are a pain.
Who isn't cleaning the loos? Damn it.
Oh, in the loo with the pressure washer? You filthy fuck. That would just be the most disgusting thing.
Cistern pipes, 8
Cool.
of 10.
Not that one. Does anybody know where the toilets are?
They're closed.
Cubicle
This
walls.
one's not. Yeah, this cubicle wall here,
Only, I'm afraid.
apparently not done.
All
Yes.
I can think about is smug doorways when you said that.
Okay. What?
It is my pleasure to close for you.
Please enjoy your trip through this door.
The satisfaction of a job well done.
Maddening.
Why is this wall not clean? What have I missed?
So you take the best power washer you got. and
That's the
just
one that I was
blast it
complaining
again.
about. You said it was up at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, it was on the
And this
outside.
It would be horrible to clean this room because just the amount of rebound water.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm wearing a suit.
Two more walls.
I mean,
So
it-
this wall and that floor of the further down one, those
So
are the ones that are like,
is, if you turn around a sec, look at me. Yeah, if I were you, I'd be wearing a mask. You're probably going to get all shit in your face.
There we go.
Like it.
Lick it. Lick your face. No, I will not. I say you can't make me, but you would struggle to make me lick your face.
We have more cubicles.
Which wall? I can't find a wall that's not done.
One. Oh, yeah.
Everyone,
right
grab
here.
grab. Which one? Oh, what? Spray!
Get it.
There we go.
There we go.
We are the cleanest.
Well, you had your wish. 6 people into a single cubicle.
Nice. We were wearing
You join us,
protection.
Liz.
It's fine.
Oh, I do like watching that at least a couple of times. Have you all watched the replay enough?
I'm downloading it still.
Nah,
Oh,
just
I
short
just
stream.
always
If you
skip that.
cancel out of it by hitting escape, it gives you your video.
Ah,
Oh, right, but yeah, obviously, yeah, if you weren't there from the beginning, you'll only see part of it. That makes sense.
No, I'm saying since I didn't download your version, it defaulted to my single player.
I'm going to set up a vehicle, then I'm going to go grab a drink.
let's have a single player.
What vehicle's next? All right. Oh, we've only had 2 vehicles left to do. So we have a choice of the monster truck or the drill.
Drill?
Monster truck is fun.
Monster truck, I think. Sounds better.
What about the air or water? You should have those.
I do. Oh, well, drill was the... Now, this one's got some really nasty, tough bits to get off. Right, I'm just going to leave the camera here and go grab a drink.
Ugh, I
You
hate
guys...
this.
There's more of us. It's fine. Just remember to get down low.
And remember to clean the inside of the tracks.
Yeah. And both directions of each track.
Nearly half done.
Whoa, somebody's using soap.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Big spender.
But I'm gonna say goodnight, guys. I need to get no night.
No, dude.
So. Alright.
Alright. That was a good one.
Hang on a minute, there's a mole in this room.
That's bad.
All the Pepsi Max.
Not at this
Aw,
time.
I'm jealous. I'm between shopping.
I have Coke Zero caffeine free.
I'm out of all of my tasty sodas.
Yeah, so I've been getting
No.
Pepsi Max syrup form now. It's great. I think I'll do that from now on.
No, it's not. It's disgusting and you're wrong.
For your soda stream.
Not tasting exactly the same.
No, it doesn't.
I need to get that.
Well, it does because it's
are
made
you-
the same way.
Are you trying to
same
tell me
ingredients.
your soda stream tastes like real Pepsi Max and yet fountains at commercial venues don't?
Well,
Yeah.
it's
Yes,
Pepsi Max.
because a lot of times they fuck those up, and it's usually some fucking teenager who doesn't give a rat's ass what it
Pretty
tastes
much
like.
exactly what I'm saying.
But you take care of your fountain, and your fountain will reward you in
Yeah,
kind.
he can put as much syrup in there as he wants.
I don't know. I don't know why they would make it different or why it would taste different.
But it does.
But does the local
Different
bottling
syrup
plant
ratios.
tune your fountain? Because that's the thing is it's up to the local bottling plant to tune the ratios, and if they're fucking up, then I mean if they're fucking up and don't give a shit, then kind of fucked.
The interesting thing
Actually,
is, I would come back with some sarcastic, how the fuck am I supposed to know where my local bottling plant is? But I actually do know exactly where my local Coca-Cola bottling plant is.
Exactly. I can look on the bottom of my fucking anything near me, and I can find out exactly where it was bottled.
I know, but it's huge. I mean,
Fine.
my local bottling plant is enormous, and I happen to drive past it quite a lot.
I like them a little bit more diluted, a bit less syrup, more refreshing, and it lasts longer.
So just like getting a normal can of Coke and then just topping it up with water, you fucking
With fizzy
idiot.
water,
Oh yeah, that's great.
Ice, baby.
Or yeah, putting ice in it will do the trick.
How quickly can you make water? Like, how quick can you make fizzy water?
starting with what?
Water.
Hydrogen and oxygen?
Well, no, I mean, starting with your soda stream with some water.
Well, I keep
Did you just
bottles
call
of
it
cold
the
in the fridge,
soda water?
which is and the soda stream's next to the fridge.
But like,
So
but
seconds.
okay, so you could hook a pressure washer up to it.
Yes.
So you could clean a car with fizzy water.
Have you seen those taps? Those expensive kitchen taps, by the way, that do filtered water.
You
I love
wouldn't
this. I keep
download
seeing
a
adverts
pressure
for it.
washer.
Oh no, I have not.
So it's a tap that's got 3 settings. It's got cold filtered water, fizzy water, and this is the best one: boiling water.
Oh dear.
I've got one of those.
Yeah,
Have you?
I actually,
Yeah. No, well,
At least
not,
what I
not,
think
not,
it
not
is.
the fizzy water. It's just
Yeah.
the boiling water and the filtered water.
I have one with the
It
boiling
came with the
water.
house.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I have one with the boiling water setting. If I could work out how to turn it down, I would, and I've tried everything. Well, apart from the right
The
thing.
boiling- don't think you can do the boiling water setting. It's meant for boiling water.
Mine's not quite boiling. It's not like a T-zone. It's just the water is too hot to keep your hands under.
How
Oh,
quickly
right.
does it make hot water?
Like 1 second, maybe 5.
So you could legitimately make hot water. Sorry, like a cup of coffee with water from the hot tap with it.
I don't know. I would hazard a guess. Genuinely, it's probably about 75 degrees. That would be my sort of serious guess. It is incredibly hot, and when Max came over, he was all like, "Don't worry," he goes, "I can tell you're not a homeowner. I'll show you." And then he had a look in my airing cupboard, all the hot water stuff, and went, "What the fuck is this Frankenstein monstrosity?"
Right.
Well, let's do the last vehicle, which is the monster truck. Pay special attention to the tyres.
She's not lying.
But it looks like, although mine house is a new build, it looks to me what happened is that it came with an absolute bottom of the range, bog standard water heating system, and someone paid for the upgrade, and the upgrade was just jamming a second system into the first one.
Yeah. Right.
Well, if one's good, 2 is great.
Tad, you're probably the best person to ask about this.
What's up?
You get sprinkler systems that obviously swoosh water into a building if it catches fire. Can you also get ones that use the quote unquote air conditioning system to whoosh smoke and stuff out the building afterwards? Is that not a thing?
Not a thing.
Well, I've just put it in my game, so it is a thing now.
Well, yeah, ventilation system sounds pretty.
Some have smoke vents.
Well,
Yeah.
Like if it's a restaurant, it's got those big hood fans to do exactly that, but it's its own system.
Because someone
Or
suggested
if it's anywhere that has a chemical lab, oh my god, ventilation hoods are so vital
Yeah.
to those.
Yeah, no, because someone mentioned it earlier as a gameplay picture. You would have to repair the fans and then get the fans to vent the room, because otherwise the room could take like 10 minutes to clear.
Certainly have stuff like that.
But-
Not specifically
But
for that,
most
but
AC
just ventilation.
systems don't do anything with the outside air.
Henry, have you played a single player at all yet, by the way?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I've done the bike.
Okay. I was about to ask if you're
Quick
still
bit.
stuck on the very low end stuff, because this is this and the sewer are the last two levels in the game, so they've got the most annoying shapes and pieces. I think the plane's harder than this though.
Yeah, the plane's ridiculous. That wiring on there. What the hell?
Things I knew what vortex.
I don't
generators
remember
were.
doing the plane. I think that was when I was really getting nauseous.
It's got anti-gravity pods on it. That's three the main thing, the memorable thing.
At the purple.
Pressure washing rust off.
I
Yay.
know. Pressure washing rust off and getting shiny chrome underneath or paint. That's
Yeah.
the magic.
Could give me one of these devices, please?
Oh my god, I can fix that again.
Yeah.
No, the side runners or whatever it is, the rocker panels underneath the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just completely rotted through.
Oh, what van have you got?
It's a '98 Astra, fully loaded.
Right.
An Astra.
Astro.
Astro.
Oh.
Right. Not an Astra, I guess.
I was going to say, because I'm like, hold on a moment. I would like a GMC Vandura. That is the van I want, and I will get it in black with red wheels. And a red stripe, and a red spoiler.
Putin's ordered troops into eastern Ukraine. He said he wouldn't do that.
Well, Hitler
Do
said
you fucking believe him?
Hitler said he wouldn't invade Czechoslovakia. Welcome to the real world.
And he said that he didn't know who those soldiers were that went into the Crimea.
Yeah, I think from what I've read, the actual net upshot of this will be a lot of posturing, proper fucking sanctions, and then a secret withdrawal.
Oh, when I looked at my stuff, it was saying that Germany is now saying that they are willing to receive portions of Czechoslovakia, or not Czechoslovakia, Ukraine that splinter off. Germany is willing to receive them.
Did you just say you think that Russia will retreat
people or
after the
land?
sanctions?
No.
So I did.
Just want a port, man.
I did read quite an in-depth analysis of this, which I haven't got to hand, unfortunately. But the basic upshot is not the little sanctions we're putting on, proper sanctions, and in our very, very, very global economy. I mean, Russia's not got a good economy. Russia is not in a strong position, has a lousy manufacturing base, has
they've already lost
outsourced everything.
17% of their.
So, heavy sanctions would hurt too hard for them to actually continue. I mean, I don't know what happens if then China says they will then supply Russia with stuff, and I don't really want to think about it.
World War III?
Well, I hope not.
I don't think China are supporting Russia in this, really. They seem to be suggesting that everyone leaves their own sovereign states alone, or other sovereign states alone.
Right, so
which is a bit iffy.
China leaving Taiwan alone would be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, but I think China, as in China wants to give the perception that Taiwan is part of China, so that's what that is.
You mean West Taiwan?
They've been trying.
The big bit, West
Yeah.
Taiwan.
That's what they're trying, yeah. And they're saying sort of leave
And they're just-
out of other people's.
So China's approach is to basically say, no, that is ours, and hope that people stop arguing, going, aha, it's ours now.
Basically, I think.
Because Mike keeps doing this. He keeps saying, "I'll give me your car," and kind of hopes I'll just say, "Yeah, all right then."
Who?
Ultra Mechanus wants my car. You can't have it. I do
wants
genuinely. Yeah, yes, he wants it. Of course, he wants it. My car is beautiful. I do need to get it dynoed this year. Like I said, I went out in it, and it feels really down on power. But I don't know if it's actually down on power, or it's just compared to the electric car, it feels down on power.
Your Scooby.
Yeah, excuse me.
Right.
Dynoing Teslas is a very boring process. Oh look, it does exactly what it's supposed to. Anyway,
Yeah. That's what I was like. That's what I was like. What? What? I've misunderstood something here.
It's a good question, because I was kind of confused as well. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I will. There's a dino place fairly near me, and I will take it in. Don't you do anything. I don't want a ECU. I just want you to do a dino run on it, and just to see. The thing is, mine is of the era of cars, so my car makes at least 276 horsepower. All accounts, it makes 330 horsepower, but that's not how it worked back then. It makes at least 276 horsepower, and they won't discuss it any more than then. Similar thing nowadays with motorbikes. The Zero F, which is not the one I've got, that's the better one. Apparently, so the manufacturers do not list a 0 to 60 time, but people are saying it's 1.4 seconds 0 to 60.
Wow.
But they don't talk
doesn't
about that
sound even
because
remotely. Was it?
for a motorbike. Yeah, but that's the point where
that's you flying off of it real easy.
yeah, well, that's the point where you don't talk about that because that's when you start to get legislated out of existence. It's like the Dodge Hellcat. You can't drag race it, and same with the Plaids. They're too fast to drag race without a roll cage. And fire suppression system. I think the Plaid under was it National NRA? No,
Dodge Hellcat is too
NHRA.
fast to race without a.
Yep.
Okay.
So the Dodge Hellcat.
After you go through 3 hours of preparation, sure.
No, well, I mean, this thing about the Plaid. In that one, you just put your foot down and it beats the Dodge Hellcat. So I believe the Dodge
Come on, you
Hellcat.
saw what happened to Hammond when he tried
Yeah.
to race one of those.
Well, as far as I'm aware, the Dodge Hellcat is so fast it needs a roll cage, and the Plaid is so fast that to drag race in America, you need a parachute. That's the levels of ridiculous road cars have got to these days. Yeah, a parachute on the back, not for you.
Door handles. Side hatches, side hatch handles,
Ah,
and one tyre still.
sorry, I thought you said door handle, and I was like, what? They can't drag race because they've got door handles. What are you talking about? Like, I don't think that's
Yeah,
right.
you need a specialist door handle to do it.
I also love the concept we've just blasted concrete off of stickers, and the stickers are just fine. It's good to know that as long as you're there for the entire round, if you press escape, you get your time lapse.
player,
I love
yeah.
that time lapse.
Yeah, but I've not done a single player time lapse yet, so it's not giving me any animation.
Oh, I see. It shows you your single player if you.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any
Ah.
animation.
Newest.
Will be like a vehicle or a location. It's a bit late. Should we do the boats? Let's do the boat. We've only got one boat in the game. Let's do the frolic boat, and then that should be good for bedtime.
It's nice and quick. Although it's got a ladder.
Ah, flicked in the air.
Oh, I'm
Be gentle.
I got
stuck inside
of.
the house.
You made it quick. Huh?
But no, you can't see the.
Oh my goodness, I
Can't
saw
see you through
you.
the window.
Wait, where?
Out.
He's right over here in this corner.
Oh,
Yeah, just quit and come back. You can't get back out.
Can I watch the thing from in here? No, not quite. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
If
not
you,
doing anything.
if you had the.
Oh, he's got a fountain in the backyard.
Yeah. Wait, you can actually go back there now? Oh.
No, I was looking over the fence.
Well, I watched you phase through the fence. I figured you just kind of went with it.
I'm a bit sad that we're not having to like power off barnacles and stuff.
but yeah, that'd be
God.
nice. Like little meshes that you actually ping off, and the mesh actually pings around off. That'd be awesome.
I don't think this thing's in the water enough for barnacles to grow on it.
That's not the point.
It's the mayor's boat.
But with stuff like that. I mean, the decals are essentially objects welded on that you get off. That would be what you described as me is probably in 20 minutes, half an hour's worth of implementation, a small amount of art time, and that would be an excellent idea. Like shooting bits or barnacles actually off, and the physics ones, like the football, that ping around, that'd be so cool.
Although I guess one doesn't really pressure wash barnacles off. No, they have to get a power knife.
I would try and power.
Yeah.
I mean, in this case, of course, you would pressure wash them off.
For a boat of this size, no, you'd get a power knife.
I think you'll find I would pressure wash it
Downloading
off.
dirt.
You can power wash everything in this game. Everything is power washable.
Okay, in this game, yes. My point being, for just like, a small boat, yeah, power wash. Or pressure wash barnacles off, yeah, that should be doable. But
Action timed out.
a boat
Damn
of
it.
this size or larger, you have to get a fucking power knife.
I could just stop
We
spraying
need
a moment. Stop spraying. Let Henry join.
Yeah, I started loading at 6%. The second time I got it, it's 31%. Wait,
Yeah.
connecting.
As soon as we stopped, it's not sending you deltas anymore.
Mm. Do. Connection timed out.
Yeah, that's one of the things I am concerned about with the game I'm writing is the network transmissions of stuff.
Connecting. Downloading dirt. Thinky. Still thinking.
I believe in you.
Thank you, Tad. Thousands wouldn't. No, it's what
Nothing
does
but
that say worse
positive
about you or worse than me? Yeah. Still downloading dirt.
I like the way you're timing out, but you're timing out
Doesn't even have that big of a model.
Oh, loading level.
with a different amount
Loading
of there you
dirt.
go. But yeah, you're timing out with a different amount of time,
There
which
you
makes
are.
no sense at all.
Yeah. I mean,
What was the game we played and Tad would sometimes
No.
like time out within like quarter of a second? And I was like, that's not how timeouts work.
Cat prints! Cat prints!
Yes. I look forward to finding out how the story of the missing cats unfolds. But yeah, this game does it right. We talk about story a lot on this channel. This does it right. The story is there. You don't have to pay attention to it. It doesn't stop you playing the game. And it's mildly interesting. But that's how stories should be
Mostly
done.
just amusing.
Yeah, but most games go, and then, an animated cutscene of the cats or whatever, I wouldn't be at all interested in. But one where it's just basically text messages I can read whilst I'm pressure washing, fucking perfect. In fact, I don't think there are enough of those text messages.
I agree.
Although the text messages you got when cleaning the boot were weird.
No, it was the gingerbread cottage. And yes, pressure washing a gingerbread cottage is
Heard.
definitely a no,
Oh.
by the way. I'll throw that one out there too.
this is all the gingerbread. Wait.
Wait, which one was that?
The one that came after the old woman who lived in a
one
shoe.
with the
Oh, right.
Ridiculous roof.
Those two. That was weird.
Yeah, it was apparently her mother.
I didn't know how to feel.
It's like, sorry about that. It's like,
Finally, I've got the cat clean.
No, I'm not talking about the shoe. I was talking about the other
Gingerbread house. Yeah.
Yep. Two.
I just felt that it needed to be cleaned, and I obliged.
I don't know who you are. I don't know why I'm here, but I know that I must clean.
Oh, I don't know, I must clean. So, does anyone have any better names for my game then, other than Sci-Fi Fighters? I mean, no is fine, but I'm sure there must be.
Well, we need to think about it. Yeah, we're gonna need to think.
But I mean, loads of people always wind at me for, oh, you shouldn't have called Fortress Craft that. It sounds like you're ripping off Minecraft. Like, I just sat there and went, Fortress Craft. We spent, 6 of us, I think it was, spent a day on chat trying to work out the name of the game. It took fucking ages to come up with a good name that fitted the game, described it, and doesn't already exist. It's much harder than you might think. I like sci-firefighters. I've also I was chatting about the game, and there's only like 3 or 4 firefighter games out there. There's Blazing Heroes, I think it was, Ember, Ember, and there's another one. There's a Konami arcade game. There's
Doesn't really count though.
I thought, oh god, I thought there was one. Emergency 911 or something.
Oh yeah, there probably is a bunch of crap ones. Shall we say?
Yeah, there's one.
I'm sure Josh
The
played one.
score was amazing.
I'd
But
like
that's
to see.
the only thing to write home about
Make
it
a
was the score.
Hotline Miami clone with firefighting.
I would like to see more publishers not remaster but redo old game concepts. So do you remember World's Scariest Police Chases? That was a fucking great game, but it's PS2 era. That's what I want remasters of. Yeah, as a game, but you played the police trying to stop the criminals, but it was voiced over by the guy, which is brilliant.
Well, there's a
It was
lot of
so
big
good.
studios that are remastering a lot of their old hits.
Yeah, but I don't want a remaster. Like, the game itself needs to be brought up to date, but re-concept, I don't know what the
Oh, gotcha.
But not just like it's the same story and the same level of better graphics, but we took what was a good idea for a game back then and we've made it a modern game. But little did he know what was going to happen next. Yeah, and getting the voiceover guy, whatever his name was, John Mayer or something, was just fell off the boat. Complete stroke of genius.
What, you falling off the boat or the person?
No, the guy. I want to say John Merrick, but that was the Elephant Man.
Any thoughts on the Queen having COVID?
Oh, does she?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, she not
Yeah.
too seriously apparently.
I mean, to be fair,
She's still.
They said that they were gonna rig up a whole bunch of stuff for the throne so that she could still sit there.
Bear
And
in-
a whole lot of Warhammer memes showed up.
bear in mind that my niece has had COVID for 3 weeks now, and she can't tell. The only way she can tell is she keeps testing positive.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
Because we've all been multi-vax.
And she's like, still, this is BS.
Yep. She says she feels like she's skiving because she's not going to school, obviously. And yet, she feels fine.
Or that's almost what happened to me. I had 1 day of fever, and then the rest of the time I'm like, okay, whatever. Back to work.
Well, on one end of the scale, I know people who have died from it. At the other end of the scale, I know someone who lost their sense
Yeah,
of
I've
taste
got
for
personal.
a day.
I've got a bunch of relatives who've died from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I hang around with old and sick people a lot, which is, yeah.
I guess I'm related to a bunch of old and sick people.
But yeah, at the other end, someone who got it, he lost his sense of taste for 2 days, didn't feel ill, lost his sense of taste, but took the test, yeah, I've got it, but felt fine. So.
Yep.
So we're just ready for whatever the next pandemic is. Hopefully we're mildly organised. We get another one. Hopefully this time Britain goes, yeah, fuck this, we're shutting down the borders, rather than, we'll see if it's, shit, it's not.
Well, the thing is, there was the big discussion about, where was it? It might have been Singapore or somewhere, not Taiwan, but,
A place
Somewhere
in,
around
place in
there.
Asia, yeah.
yeah, that was like, had no COVID initially, and they were like, so, what did you do? British people were like, yes, what did you do to sort of not be ill? They're like, yeah, we followed the NHS disaster recovery plan. It's been on the shelf for the past 6 years, and we didn't get anyone. No infections. Like, what? So, whatever anyone says about whether we have a plan or not, we did have a plan. We just didn't do any of
Yeah,
it.
we
Basically.
didn't follow it, other countries followed our plan.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
and they didn't have any problems. So,
The problem was, it was like, well, you know, you should stay home, and unless you really don't want to, and don't go to work, you know, unless you really have to, and don't go and see other people, unless there's a really good reason for it. But people, I
No
said,
Christmas drinks.
the
Unless-
the Italian prime minister, he fucking lost his shit, because one of the things you could do in Italy, you had to stay home except for emergencies, and one of the things you could leave home for was walking your dog, and people were walking their dogs for like 6 hours a day, and he says, I'll ban that too, because I know what you're doing. You're trying to find ways to get around it, and that's the issue. People are trying to find ways to get out and do their shit. So I mean, I continue to go to work at the arcade because obviously we've got our own workshop and all that stuff. And the amount of families I saw out on push bikes for their daily exercise, quite clearly not having ridden a bike in many, many, many years, and just bought a brand new bike. But it's like the government never stopped you going outside. That was always legal. It was don't take the piss. So people, want me to take the piss. As I said, about the same time that Boris Johnson said that we have to rely on the common sense of the UK public.
But they're getting fit too, so it's kind of one of those.
About the same time Boris Johnson said that we have to rely on the common sense of the UK public, a Sun front page article came up. I was hospitalised after putting a dozen cream eggs up my bum. Same great.
Yep.
Same public.
Has gone robot.
That's fantastic.
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
No, it's overdoing it. 1 or 2 is fine. 3 or 4 is indulgent, but maybe it's a special occasion. A dozen, just too many. As he discovered. They go all dissolvey and really they get warm.
Makes me easy to come out though, I suppose.
Well,
I thought you could fit more in.
Well, I was just wondering, would you just wait or poop it out, or would you have to have an enema? I get all goopy and sticky, and it's just all sugar.
Isn't that kind of what poop is anyway?
What, sugar? Yours might be.
Well,
Mine's made of poo.
I know what.
What, sugar? Or
Sugar.
sugar water? Wait.
Oh my honey. So I don't know if anybody else got the senders. I do agree it looked quite good. Michael was gushing about it. I don't know if we actually want to try Last Ark, because we did try it last week, and even with the time I was in there, I wasn't particularly taken with it. It was all right. It just felt like very polished nothing, unfortunately.
In a box. Ooh, press button, get candy.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, I've been giving Blood Rose shit about that.
But you could argue that about Diablo or anything.
Yeah.
But it just felt like, I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't feel better than Diablo, so
No.
it's a first in a box thing.
I mean, I like procedural loot. Procedural loot is one of my big tick boxes. Okay, who's forgotten what?
We have a canopy trim, 1 out of 2 cleats,
Well, you're right by the cleats. Literally, the cleats are to your left and to your
deck
right.
walls and poles.
Oh, that's a fair lead. Sorry, not a cleat. My bad. I'm learning boat terms. This is a great learning tool. Oh yeah, here's the cleat.
Yeah.
Steering wheel needs to be doing,
Steering
and
wheel.
1 out of 2 seats.
It's
Yes.
not called a steering wheel, surely. That's not a steering
Yeah.
wheel. No, that's got a proper name. Must have a boaty name.
Theory thingy.
no,
Rudder
it's
control.
a steering wheel.
No, it must have a boaty.
It's
term.
anything. I'd say
Steers.
I'd say that steering wheels that we use are named after that one.
Well, yeah, but that just makes me sad. Because obviously, I say again with the word binnacle, which keeps coming up.
Well, that is the binnacle, I suppose. Poles, there we go. Poles 2, propeller and rudder. Rudder.
Wait, who makes
Dive
the
loss.
propeller and the rudder?
Wait, I got the propeller. What the fuck?
Yeah, propeller's done. Rudder's done.
I heard
Yeah, it's
it.
just
Hey,
2
what?
poles.
Yeah, Henry's talking shit.
Well, what's to do?
It probably got completed just as you were joining.
No,
right.
I completed. Oh, right, yeah. As you were joining. Yeah, those. I thought
Okay, yeah,
those done
it's
really
getting
fast.
done now.
Sorry.
Poles, North Atlas 2. That could be my issues now.
No, the poles are wrong.
Why can I climb this ladder? I'm not that.
It's all when you're going up
No, I'm
ladders.
still
It should,
seeing poles need work. Oh,
When-
I see it too.
when you go up the ladder, it should
Ah.
radically reduce your left and right movement speeds.
Yeah.
They're fixing
Found
that.
it.
They know.
Good.
Oh
Good.
yeah.
Look how long it took me to do the cat. I think I make one change. First, I'd like the. I would like to replay in higher quality. I'd like to be able to choose the quality of my time lapses, and I'd like to be able to just drag a scrub bar back and forward along the bottom just to zoom in on any given frame. Awesome. So yeah, we are down for Lost Ark tomorrow, but we'll see if we actually play it or not. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We shall see. But thank you all for watching, and we'll be back with something or other tomorrow. I will be doing another dead stream, and I might try and make a regular habit at least for the next week or two, whilst I progress with this current tech title. So for those of you who didn't see it, I will just shove it up on the screen. I did a time lapse of a couple of minutes of explosions and fire and the fog all goes that, and then the fog slowly lifts, and I'm very happy with that effect.